Hello?
Hello. It's me.
Hello there.
Hello there. It's me, the streamer. What's up? What's going on? Hi. I feel like I'm slightly too large.
What you doing?
Starting up stream. Setting stuff up. Setting stuff up. Ba-da-dum.
I just looked around and found you here, no one watching, so I joined. Peru, Puryer, and where?
No one watching. Probably because I just started, man. Like 4 minutes ago. Pururin. Hey, Meat. Hey, Burke. Hello? Hello there.
Yeah, I just found. Berkman pet the Ossan.
PMFQVEG Sildedel.
Yeah, hello. Hello, new person. Finding me.
More responsive WTH.
Oh, it's looking more responsive. Huh? Huh?
HOI.
Hello. Welcome to stream. Hello. It's freaking Friday. Let's go. What a week it has been. Why are my hips so like flamboyant? Extremely flamboyant. What a week it has been, man. I feel like I got a decent amount of work done today. The tram line that passes by has been driving me insane. Again, as usual.
How did your first work week of this year go, Ossan?
Okay, I guess. Okay, overall okay. Like a bunch of things, surprising bunch of things happening. They're like announcing the reduction of like office days, where like the office will be fully supported only like 3 days of the week instead of 5. So there will be like no restocking of snacks or like drinks during like Thursday and Friday. I am shocked. Next they will take away our organic bananas. Or something. I am shocked and distraught.
They are cutting down benefits piporio.
They are kind of.
That universal hand gesture for so.
Yeah, they kind of are. They kind of are cutting down benefits. I
Who ate
mean,
all the snacks?
it's because like there's an overall like larger cost saving initiative that's going on. So they want to save in costs. They're like reevaluating all the software that they are using and like removing software that isn't, being used, removing licenses for like software that is no longer needed, and just like a overall like a move to reduce costs. An overall move to just like reduce costs with everything. It is what it is, I guess, but still, they still have like the potential reduction in force happening as well.
Well, you didn't get into the last cost reduction VRChat list.
Yeah, they still have like the reduction in force potentially coming like sometime this year. Like last year they said that they're gonna like talk about it on Q1, which now I guess technically it's Q1, so they might be announcing some like layoffs, potential layoffs coming. Who knows, man. Scary times. But I mean, last year or last time the layoffs ended up like not affecting
Who is that small Bennett?
That's a little Billy. My child. It's his day off from the Nike factory. He doesn't need to make Yeezys today.
Its ears are gonna fall off.
My god, the fucking tram line. I mean, you still probably can't hear it. I have some pretty good noise gates on my microphone, so. I was like thinking about today, like if I should just like tank the. I'm like seriously considering if I should just like take the 1 month penalty fee for like ending lease early and just like move to another place. Which I think I could do. I could do that, but
How many months left on the lease?
I think 6, 7. Nah, 6. 6 months.
Dying.
6 months left on the lease, man. I'm like weighing the options. I'm thinking like, is 1 month's rent?
Can you install some nice noise panels instead?
It's like I don't think it's something that I can fix with like noise panels or like noise isolating panels. Like to fix it, you would need to like do a larger renovation on the windows. Like a larger window renovation would be needed, and then there's just the fact that like a portion of the noise is like not like noise leaking, but it's like vibration noise that you can't really do anything about. But I don't know, maybe I'll just like tough
Maybe
through
the
it.
building needs to be put on Japanese earthquake springs.
Bock possessed can't cancel the vibration.
Yeah, the vibrations are just like traveling more efficiently because the fucking the ground is like frozen solid. So like the freaking tram vibrations travel through and like resonate. I don't know. And then there's also like because this is like a second floor apartment, but like the entrance is on the first floor. So every time like someone comes in, they like stomp their feet to get like the snow out of their like shoes, and like that stomping is also something that I hear constantly. Because I'm like right above the entrance. I think this is what you would call like a bombshell apartment. Like these are issues that are not. These are like issues that are not instantly apparent when you like come look at the apartment or when you like move in. But after you like live there for a while, you like start to notice all these issues. So I'm glad I didn't like buy this place, because I would be, I don't know, I'd be like a nervous wreck, man. I don't even know what I would be doing right now, man. Glad I decided not to take on a massive loan to buy this like bombshell of an apartment. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is, I guess. Bam, 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 bam. The fucking tram line. It's like fucking whooshing in the background, man.
No, it is not what it is. Yeah, you'd be squatting somewhere in a train station like a 7 Days to Die survivor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Percolate.
But I'm like thinking, I'm thinking that like even if I even if I do like end the lease early, and like I pay like the 1 month extra rent for like penalty fee for ending the lease early, even so, it's like the earliest I can leave is gonna be like February. It's like 1 month time. I mean, I guess I can leave earlier, but like I will have to pay like February's rent still.
Oh, why are you leaving?
I'm considering leaving because the noise is so bad. Like there is just constant background noise that is like driving me insane.
Have you started checking out other places?
I kind of have, but like I don't know. Maybe I should just like thank the penalty fee.
See, sir, I plug my ears while I sleep.
I don't want to stick stuff in my ears, man. I get like an ear infection or something. I don't like sticking.
Positive affirmations are motto.
I like, you know. But yeah, the noise is really bad. It goes until like 1 a.m. It goes until like 1 a.m. or something in the night, and it starts at like 5 a.m. in the morning. It is like, my sleep is fucked. I cannot sleep. That's how bad that's how bad it is, because of like the tram line outside. That's how bad it is, man. Huh? Yeah, that is how bad it is.
Sleep deprivation is torture.
Yeah, I'm literally being tortured. I'm like literally being sleep deprived. Maybe I will. Man, I'll honestly, I will just like tank the 1 month penalty fee. Like, ooh. You mean my muscles? No. There is a tram line that runs on like the street that like this apartment has like 2 large windows facing that street. And then there's like a balcony which also has like, it's all like on the side of the street. First part is like there's a lot of noise that like leaks through the window. It's not like car noise. Cars are fine. Like the cars make absolutely no noise. What street? A street, like a road where cars go vroom, and then, but the cars, you can't hear the cars. The cars are very fucking quiet. They make like 0 noise. Unless I open the window, I can't hear the cars. But there is a tram line. Which one? Yeah, do you want me to give you the road name? Do I like give you my GPS coordinates? Do you want my credit card number and like the 3 funky numbers in the back while I'm at it? It's a road outside that the apartment is right next to. But yeah, the problem is that there's a tram line.
Please.
A tram line that goes there.
Eve outside.
Helsinki trem MOT é de 10 minutos from Unity.
And like the distance from the window to the tram line is maybe like, I don't know, like maybe 10 meters. It is like really close. And that tram lines make a lot of fucking noise, man. It makes so much noise when it like passes by. I mean, it's like, it's on rails, and like the rail, it makes noise.
Ah, poor Ossan. Apologize from tram.
Now during like
Maybe get a new
summertime,
apartment.
maybe during summertime, like it's not that bad. Like you can kind of, if you don't like, you know, if everything is like absolutely like quiet,
Fly today.
if everything is quiet, it's like a slight hum during like summer. You can't really hear it. Like the noise gets dampened a lot by like the air, the vibrations don't travel through like the non-frozen ground. It gets dampened, no problem. But on winter, because it's like minus 10 degrees, everything is frozen, the air is fucking frozen, noise travels like a motherfucker. And all the vibrations just like whoosh, like right into my fucking bedroom. It's like the tram is going right past my bed. And it's like every freaking 10 minutes there's like a tram going by. I cannot sleep, man. I am like losing my mind. I am losing my mind.
Why don't you like vibrations?
They wake me up, man.
Never miss a tram.
They wake me up. And hey, good form.
Solution. Spray gasoline, set it on fire. Keep the earth non-frozen.
Yeah, man, maybe that's what I should do.
You did not sign up for that.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for that. When I like first moved in here during summer, like I knew there was a tram line here. That I was like listening to the tram line like during summer it passed by. It's like ooh. I'm like, yeah, that's whatever, man. I did not know it would be this fucking bad during winter. Like, it's real bad, man. Like this is unlivable bad. Like I don't think you can live in this apartment, man.
Just go back to Weebland.
Yeah, I think honestly I think I will move. I think I will like just send a message to the landlord being like, hey, my living situation or like life situation has changed. I'm gonna need to end the lease early, and I'll just like move out. I think I have to. I think I have to do that.
Bet the real estate agents knew that's why they were trying to hurry you to buy before the ground.
Yeah, I think they may have known. I think they may have known. I think like even the owners may have known because like I think like the current owners of this place, I think they got duped. I think they got duped with the apartment. because like from the story that like I talked about with them, like it was like their son who was like handling the dealing because they're like somewhere, I don't know. As like they got this apartment.
Living in the woods is the best.
They got this apartment as a deal for like selling their old apartment, and this was like a portion of the sale price. So they sold like their, I don't know, like 600,000 or something apartment, and they got this apartment as a part of that price, and they like valued it at this apartment at like 300,000. This is not worth 300,000 because of the noise. I'd say this is barely worth 200,000. Like
used to live in the woods.
the amount of renovation you would have to do and like noise fixing you would have to do on this apartment make it like a 200,000 apartment. And I think like the current owners of this place, they got duped. Just get a house. Yeah, let me just buy a house in Helsinki. Let me just like dig up to like 700,000 and just like buy a house. I'll just get right on that, man. I'll just like get right on that, man.
Maybe the tram finds you noisy.
I'll just like tap into my offshore bank account to like withdraw the 700,000 euros I have hidden away from the authorities.
Just become indebted. Ossan just ask me I gonna lend you the money I am rich. Info X.
You're gonna give me like 20 divines. I'll buy a house. I wanna play more PoE, but I just have no time. But yeah.
Actually super fucking rich info.
Are you doing like the magic find meta of like the cemetery abyss farming?
Divines.
1,000 divines?
Or
How does that work? How does that even work?
It's time for that anyway.
Move in with Mrs. No. No.
Like this.
Because I've seen people do it, but like no one explains how it works.
Get mirror to drop.
Get a mirror?
Get blood to drop. Berich asmofo. What do you mean how it works?
Yeah, what do you need to set up to get like the abyss in the cemetery to give you like giga loot?
You need some stuff to get started.
Yeah, and what is that stuff? Like no one ever says what that stuff is.
Gilded Abyss Scarab is the best.
Is it just like abyss scarabs that you need?
You must have those. Moving in with Mrs. would be fun for 30 minutes, and then you'd be quickly driven mad by Chris.
Chris! Ossa, come here, Ossa.
A lot of just gilded abyss mais projetiles in maps at the very minimum.
Plus projectiles? Why plus projectiles?
Yeah.
Why plus projectiles?
Spread. Plus proi for more abyss protals.
Oh.
The Spire shoots monsters.
Oh, I see.
Asa.
I see.
Spires
The
spawn
preemie,
extra
the preemie.
monster proi. Can't you live in VRC?
The thing is that since the index has like such a good audio setup where you kind of like feel like the audio is very natural, it also means that like audio from like outside flows in. So even if I'm in VRChat, I still hear the tram. Every 10 minutes or so, 10 to 15 minutes it passes by, man.
Repetitive stuff and casuals can't buy anything cause everything is expensive.
still get a message when the big screen beyond is going to arrive feels dead man.
You know, I was supposed to like get some stuff delivered to my place, either today or tomorrow. I bought like a monitor arm. I bought like a dual monitor arm because I got tired looking at like all the cables on my desk, and like the monitor stand is like really annoying to clean. So I got like a monitor arm. One of them that has like 2 arms that I can attach both my monitors to that, and then like route the cables nicely. And I was supposed to get it like either today or tomorrow, but like it hasn't been updated after it left Germany. I bought it from Amazon. Amazon's like estimate says arriving on Sunday, but like
make a dust mite farm.
But like I don't think Finland's like postal service works on Sunday. So I don't think it's gonna get delivered. And then if it's like getting delivered on Monday, I won't be home on Monday. I need to be at work. Unless I work from home on Monday, I guess. I mean, I guess I could work from home on Monday, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, next Tuesday, by the way, I'm like going out for dinner with my mom. Before she like goes back to Greece again. So probably like really late stream. Really late stream or like no stream on Tuesday next week. I'm taking my mom out for dinner. I'm gonna buy her fish soup. Soup.
So Asa, when will you leave us for JP again?
Leave you for Japan? What do you mean leave you for Japan? What do you mean again? What do you mean again? When did I last leave you for Japan, huh? Huh? Never, that's when.
Why would one make soup out of fish?
You know, salmon soup is very good. Okay? You look up Finnish salmon soup. You make the broth with milk.
Last time.
Milkfish. It's very good, okay? Have you tried milkfish?
So sad.
Have you tried milkfish? You have heard of milk steak.
Low Aikido is
Now
delicious.
Now get ready for milkfish.
Milky with fishy.
Peppa hands.
It's fucking delicious, man. Lohikeita, salmon soup, Finnish salmon soup. So fucking good. And there's like this restaurant that I went to that makes like giga good fucking salmon soup. Like the salmon soup is so good.
Milking fish looking sussy.
So I'm taking my mom over there for dinner on Tuesday. So probably no stream next Tuesday. Lohikeita.
Please stop milking the fish, Ossan.
They're not like fish because they like accumulate microplastic metals forever, chemicals, and they marinate in their own. It is what it is, man. Sometimes you gotta get like that microplastics. Yeah. Raise the roof. You know, I lifted some more weights today. Yeah. But you can see the gains already, man. I did not even hit you, bastard. Milkfish. No, salmon soup is really good, man. And that restaurant makes like super good salmon soup. What is making that noise?
Happy New Year, Poopsan.
Poopsan? Oh, Poopsan. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna Poopsan.
Asa, a new not quite isekai drop. The unwanted undead adventurer dude dies and comes back.
Skeleton fucker against a human body in the first episode. What the fuck is up with that shit, man? What is up with that shit, man? Like, I actually looked at like the anime. I was like, oh, like I don't know, maybe this is like something like like he's like an undead. I didn't like watch the episode yet. You know, we got some like quality like shit, like Classroom of the Elite season 3.
Okay, he keeps being undead.
We got like I don't know what, Gushing Over Magical Girls. Apparently, like that will be some shit. We got like what was that one? Like my isekai ability is my isekai insta-kill ability is super omega strong and something overtly long isekai
It is
title.
only a skeleton in the
We
first
got like a
episode.
good
The light
selection
novel
of
for undead
shit.
adventurer was okay, but the power curve hit hard and fast. Gushing Over Magical Girls Eki AF.
Yeah, we got some good quality, like a real nice like shit anime lineup, man. There's like it's like a nice palate cleanser after watching Jujutsu Kaisen, like season 2. I just get like some slop, man. Just get like, mmm.
I'm hyped for Code 3.
Springbird kick.
Chat read, skeleton double. It can be a bit cringe, but the power system is good.
Skeleton double.
Also, poor Itadori.
Poor Itadori. Yeah, man.
He had enough.
Yeah, season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen was way better than season 1. Like season 1 was okay. Season 2 was very good, man. I guess like okay is an understatement. Season 1 was good. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was giga good, man. It was like great, man. It was fucking bug, and like the animation quality from like start to finish is like insane. Like the whole freaking Shibuya arc, like all of that is like. Usually you have like one episode that has like maybe half of it has like insane animation, like the whole fucking Shibuya shit, like the whole, even like the first 6 episodes, sick. Like
If anything bad happens in Shibuya, Japan,
pre-Shibuya,
you know who to blame.
pretty okay, man. Pre-Shibuya, pretty okay. All of the Shibuya shit, amazing, man. Holy shit. So good, man. So good. So good, man.
And it only will get better.
Oh,
Season
man.
2 was the Infinity War of Jujutsu.
If they stay true to the manga.
But I bet like 2 animators died for that. Though,
Well, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay. It's a doggy dog world out there, man. It's a doggy dog world. It's a doggy dog world. You know, electricity prices today are seriously fucking high. All of a sudden I remembered this. Like, a kilowatt hour is like 200 cents or something, like fucking
yes,
2
French
euros
culture,
or something.
It is what it is.
It's like so bad that they're like, the news were like, please don't use too much electricity
Hey,
today.
says the one complaining about a tram.
Yeah, man, the fucking tram, man, it's driving me insane. God.
Look, man, Friday's bad. Where's my throw shit button?
Look,
I'm
man,
gonna do a domain expansion at Mappa HQ. Sarcasm.
yeah, I'm gonna fucking domain expand on that fucking tram line. Slash joke.
I wish you good house finding Ossan.
I got like a couple houses I have in mind, but
Never watched JJK.
it's good, man. Like season 2 is okay, but like season 2 is really good, man.
And don't think I will.
You should. It's good. It's good, man. Why wouldn't you watch it, man? What the hell? The fuck's your problem, man?
Because stand proud you're strong, or are you stand proud you're strong because?
With this treasure I summon.
Season 2 is stare while I'm talking or look at this shit animations.
You know, looking back at Jujutsu Kaisen, like there were so many
It isn't
times.
as good as 100 yet.
There were so many times when he was gonna be like, with this treasure I summon. Like, literally every time, man. Literally every time he's like, man, I'm gonna do it. Ooh, here I go. The fucking slightest inconvenience with this treasure I summon.
FR. If you're looking for a good shonen to watch right now, honestly, Jujutsu is like the best.
Yeah, Jujutsu is like the shonen right now. You know, if back in the day it was Naruto or Bleach, right now it's Jujutsu Kaisen,
Just
man.
gotta wait a few years between seasons.
Bleach will continue in like summer. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You mean it's a Demon Slayer?
Yeah, it's way better than Demon Slayer. It's way better than Demon Slayer.
Yeah, Demon Slayer too, I guess.
I don't know, like Demon Slayer was good, but Jujutsu Kaisen is like great.
I mean, animation quality is obviously top-notch narratively, though. I mean, I don't really watch fidgeting anime anymore.
Fighting anime.
Streamer.
It's not really a. I mean, I guess it is
Also
kind of
gets
a
into
fighting anime.
mainstream anime and goes full. It's not like the other anime COPIUN.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not like the other anime. I'm saying it's like shonen. It's a shonen with like some of the like shonen stuff, you know. The base shonen stuff is there.
I will domain expansion your year-old elf waifu. Maybe One Punch.
But like usually what shonens lack is like permanence of like, you know, things happening and things being like permanent. It's usually what shonens lack. And like Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like
Frieren is the shut up.
I guess with like season 1, like there wasn't really anything like permanence requiring, but like season 2, you know, I don't know how to explain it, man. Like usually shonen, like you establish the setting and then like you have things happen and things appear to like shake the setting, but nothing really changes. Take like Naruto for example, like that.
Jujutsu does something many shows really don't try to actually change the status quo.
Yeah,
Wait,
like
I want more adult anime.
like take Naruto for example, like legendary fucking pain wipes out the Leaf Village arc. Like it hints at like here's the big change, like nothing's gonna be the same anymore. Nothing will be the same ever again. And then literally like it just gets like, oh yeah, well, time turns back, like it's all okay, like everyone's alive again. No one actually died. No one actually died, and like yeah, they'll just like rebuild the village. Like the village is like now rebuilt to what it was like.
Frieren was good just for that low tire god episode.
Yeah, Frieren was good.
I miss Jiraiya.
There's like the you see like changes like that are what needs to be like permanent, and like and it can be just like one change like that, like one character dies off.
Frieren was good for smug face Frieren.
You know?
Very smug.
Camel died too.
It's like shonen is like things build up.
One character dying or removed
And
from
then,
the
like,
story can absolutely change the whole show.
Yeah, it can, but like what shonen usually does is it like builds things
That's
up.
literally Jujutsu
It's
season
like a ramp, right? And then usually there's like a point where they like try to like wipe it, but it like ramps back up to the exact same point instantly again. Right? So they like hinted like something big happens that changes like the flow. And like the flow changes for like a couple episodes, like maybe not even a couple episodes. The flow changes like temporarily, but it like instantly goes back to the same shit again. Like that's like the shonen problem. You know? And when like there's series that shake that up.
When he found the One Piece.
Build on a piece is still so fucking good though.
Series that shake that up are nice. You know? Yo, hi bro, I'm back again. Bro, no way.
JK bro, continue type?
Yeah,
Too
what?
fucking long that it becomes exhausting even with good quality.
Yeah.
Or
I
when
don't know, man.
Son Goku died in FRFR.
Ilikt lava bro in Jujutsu Kaisen. Always fought fucking overpowered people.
Truly the Joe Goat.
What was I saying? Good to see the child again. Yeah, it's his day off from the Nike factory. No Yeezys are made on Fridays. That's why you can't legally sell Yeezys on Fridays. The child laborers need like a day off. Allegedly. Allegedly. Don't sue me. I was about to say something, but I forgot. I forgot what I was about to say.
Full body.
Yeah, man. Look at how I'm utilizing it, man.
Can you twerk? Or hit the gritty?
What the fuck's the gritty? What the fuck's the gritty, man? Is that the
Hey,
gritty?
shake
Being chilling.
The Jujutsu brain rot will be spreading these few months.
The twerk comes from the hills.
Yeah, feed him to the lions.
What the fuck, man? Show tail. Look at that, man.
Yeah, like that Omega Lu.
Look at that.
So,
Look at that. Dance properly.
I give that twerk a 4 out of 10. I can't even hear your ass cheeks clapping. Look, man.
Is
Don't
that
make
good?
me malevolent kitchen you.
Malevolent kitchen. Ow.
덴데이 로드 오브 플러그 테일스 브로스의 주먹을.
Asa asa.
You like my tail? Can you have 2 of them? No, man, I need them. Kayubi. What? Plug tails? Oh, man. Oh, man. Good dance, 9 out of 10. Yeah, man, I'm a sort of professional, you know. I mean to toot my own horn, but, you know, I've danced a couple dances.
On a completely unrelated topic, have you seen the new Epstein documents?
Is there like new ones? Because I saw like some Epstein documents, but I think I may have gotten baited that those documents were like the flight logs. And not like the actual documents, which were like the, I don't know, some interview documents. Apparently like there's interviews of like
Stephen Hawking got mentioned like whole.
the victims, like talking about how Bill Clinton like SA'd them. And then Bill Clinton being like, oh, don't worry about getting pregnant, I'm sterile. But you should probably get yourself checked out for some STDs. Yeah, freaking Stephen Hawking? What the hell? We're going to fight Madara by being 9-tailed? No, man. I'm gonna cause mischief and slight inconveniences. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe usurp some noblemen until they send their send their hired killers to hunt me down, and they seal me inside a rock for 900 years until I break free again. Lil Hawkin? Oh man. Yeah, from what
Where are your balls?
From what I saw in someone talking about the documents, apparently Stephen Hawking had a thing for midgets.
All it takes to see you is 2
Which, like,
meters
I don't think I needed that information. But, like, 2 meters, bro. What the fuck, man? Yeah, man. Had a thing for midgets.
Damn.
Yeah, goddamn, man.
At Volp soon asking for
Yeah.
inner mouth joke.
And apparently, like, Trump is mentioned in the documents, but it's, like, specifically mentioned that, like, Trump didn't want anything to do with, like, the island. Which is, like, you know... I don't know, man, like... I'm somehow surprised, but maybe I shouldn't be.
What a twist.
It's like a twist, man. It's like a twist, like...
He must have known.
Yeah, he must have known, man. Like, he must have been aware that there's gonna be, like, minors on the trafficking island or something, and then he just, like, wanted nothing to do with it.
About the framing.
The framing? The framing of the Epstein Island?
Trump was aware.
Well, yeah. I feel like, you know, in recent years, a lot of, like, these structures, like, these archaic power structures that have been used, like, are coming to light. Like, you know, Epstein Island, like, you know, wasn't Hugh Hefner also, like, in the Playboy Mansion? Like, wasn't he also, like, a huge human trafficker? Forcing, like, the Playboy girls, like, go down dirty with, like, the... I don't know... And I like using it as like blackmail or something. Like, man. Yeah, Trump was ever... But Clinton just went into, man.
Running for offices.
A Hefner. I mean, yeah, but like... he was also like one of these like... dudes that just runs like, I don't know, a human... Essentially a human trafficking ring. Freaking like... Who was the guy who started like the whole Me Too thing? Like Harvey Weinstein? Hollywood? Like another one of like those styles. Oh man. Epstein running a freaking human trafficking
Michael
island.
Jackson also got mentioned, Dan.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson, Bill Clinton. Oh man. I mean, guess it should have figured like Bill Clinton was like the dude who got like a blowy from
Ossan skipped arm day.
Bill Clinton was the dude who got a blowy from like his secretary in like the Oval Office. Like
Domain
slurp
expansion.
slurp.
Unlimited allegations.
Slurp slurp under like the president's desk, man. And then we have like the sound clip of like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yeah, I still remember, man. On fucking LimeWire or something trying to download a song. And instead I get like a sound clip of like Bill Clinton going like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Where's my Linkin Park? But it is what it is. But yeah, I guess we should have figured from like that you know, maybe yeah, like Little Bill is a sex pest.
Download cracked Baldur's Gate 3 Get B movie.
Yeah, man, like thinking it's like a wild fucking time, like man, just download that shit and like I don't know, maybe you get a virus, man. Viruses were like so like man, viruses were so different back then. Like back then it was like something that caused inconvenience to you. Like now it's like now it's shit like malicious shit like freaking steals your bank account information and like applies for 1 million fucking payday loans with your like freaking social security number. Honestly, like Windows like really upped their game with like the antivirus detection. Because, like, man, you think about like the early OS days, like there wasn't like really threat of viruses, so there wasn't like any built-in security for viruses, right? Like, why would anyone make a virus? Like the dawn of internet, man. Like
some were just memes, most were just aimed at bricking our device. Now it's all money.
Yeah, man.
I know of a Batman movie someone posted on a sharing state that was taken off.
I don't think like there were stuff like that was like aimed at bricking your device either. It was like mostly just like memes, man. Right? Or just like stuff that tries to like spread itself wide.
To be exact, all women's lines were subbed as female talking.
Oh man. Sure. Bahailuja. Hello. We were talking about the Epstein documents and how Stephen Hawking was mentioned in the Epstein documents. And apparently like Stephen Hawking had a thing for midgets. Which is like information that we have now. Yeah.
It was actually another dude named Stephen.
Ah. Whose surname was also Hawking?
Die Infovoicelist.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Stephen Hawking went to another island close to Epstein's Inn for a convention on gravity.
You won't believe how many famous guys are named that.
Stephen Hawking. But yeah, the biggest thing I guess is like Bill Clinton was like actually going into the sex island
Maybe
actively.
Hawking was just there for drinks. The proclivity was that Stephen liked midgets trying to solve complex equations on a blackboard that...
It's far too far up for them to read. That's what I saw, man. I don't think that's real though. There's in no way, man. Just like imagine the scene, like he's there like, now solve this equation. Then hit that ha 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 ha. What's the matter? You can't reach? Ha 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 ha. What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
I can honestly think that Stephen said this himself to PPL there just to meme. They would have to stand on each other's shoulders to solve that equation.
Yeah, it was probably just like a joke. It was probably him like joking or something, man. Like people.
Like a shitpost he'd make.
Yeah, that does sound like a shitpost. But like now it's like taken as a fact. Well, maybe not as a fact, but it's like a recorded thing now. Hello? It's a recorded thing now. But yeah, you know, Bill Clinton is the biggest name there, and like him like actively being in like the sex island, you know. You know. Hillary Clinton probably knew. Hillary probably knew. Apparently they're in Mexico right now, and they're like not planning. they're like not returned to America yet. Do you think maybe they won't ever return? Who knows? Like, that shit's crazy. You think like if she got elected for president, like that those files would have just like, honestly, just like disappeared off the face of the earth? I think
Yes.
that would have happened. That would have 100% happened. Yeah, maybe like maybe maybe like
There's a counselor in Namibia named Adolf Hitler when he became counselor, and he promised that.
and no World Congress plan.
They have used them against her.
No, you know, apparently like Trump is on the list, but like it's like specifically mentioned that like Trump was never on like the island, and it's like apparently been like it's apparently like crystal clear that like
Tries to be a president,
Trump
seems
had
to be a bad
nothing to
person.
do with like the sex island. Apparently Trump like just had Trump was just like sharing a plane sometimes, like 2 times in like the 90s or something.
Trump doesn't have sex.
Yeah, maybe he's just like smooth completely. I think Trump is just like completely smooth down there. Like a Ken doll or something.
Because the list isn't about who was on the island, but merely who was affiliated with Epstein.
Oh yeah, the flight logs, right? Yeah, the flight log is just like who's affiliated, but like the last part of the flight log has like all those redacted names, and apparently those redacted names
Ossan
are the
is
ones who went to the
almost
island.
dinner time to cook.
Like
Time to
all
cook.
Americans,
Dinner time.
yes.
At 6 p.m. Except I won't eat dinner. All I ate today was one frozen pizza, Dr. Oetker's meat lover special.
I reckon Trump just went with a baseball cap on and a fake
Or
mustache
something.
as Ronald. Ronald
That's
Trump.
what I ate today.
I yet to understand who was Epstein.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, who was actually Epstein? What did he do? What did Epstein do in his life other than run the sex trafficking island? How did he get to a point where he is running the sex trafficking island and he is getting like the president of the United States to come with him to the sex trafficking island?
A frozen pizza? Hope you baked it first.
I mean, of course.
There's a theory that the memes being made regarding the list are being done by people hired by the...
Redacted.
Social connections at that level is a job.
Yeah, I think so. I think like people who are memeing about the list are like they're like hired memes. Honestly, like memes have become such a weapon in a lot of things. Like they're a weapon in like they're like weapons in marketing. They're like weapons in like driving the narrative. Like, ever notice like, man, I was thinking about this the other day. Remember when like Napoleon the movie was coming out? And suddenly, like these like memes were popping out of like, oh, you don't know what to get your boyfriend for a gift? Like, just take him to see Napoleon. Men love this shit. Like, those memes popped out of nowhere before the movie was out, and they were like pushed all around. And then, as soon as the release date came, those memes disappeared. It's fucking marketing, man.
It's insane to me that PPL like rocking is
It's
the
fucking
most
marketing,
popular
man.
thing that comes out of a huge scandal.
I think like any meme that like has you somehow spend money is just gonna be marketing. I think like any meme that
Ossan,
can
answer
even
me a Finnish
somehow
question, please.
linked
Napoleon is not very good, I heard. Be gone, brand.
any meme that is like linked to you spending something or starting to use something is an industry plant meme and should be shunned with like extreme prejudice. Unless it's like encouraging you to shit on something or like, you know, hate some like
Diablo
brand
3
or
Playback
something.
was a big example of marketing meme.
Like
D.
then it's an industry plant meme. Like all the Opera browser memes were industry
Kings
plant
Play
memes.
D4.
All the Napoleon memes were industry plant memes. Like anything that has you like either use a product, become a user of a product, or spend money on a product.
If it is telling you to shit on
It's an
something, then it is a
industry
rivalry.
plant meme, and they should be shunned, and the brands should be like ashamed.
D4
Man.
bad.
For bad. Now see, that's an organic meme. Now that's an organic homegrown meme right there. You see, it doesn't encourage you to like get on D4. It's just like D4
You have to
bad.
play bad.
D4 bad.
Ossan Ossan of the many tales, what does Kusi Pala mean?
It can mean a lot of things, man.
Benji
It can
Epstein
mean
from
the
Nico
first
Ronaldo.
thing that comes to mind is 6 pieces.
Errant, we all bad.
It depends on the context.
Ossas thinks is organic meme.
What the fuck, man? Oh, man. Yeah.
In a bank.
Really? Man, what a fucking socialite. Like, how did...
VTuber Hollow Purple.
It's a
Do you
fucking...
remember the Barbie mugshot
Hollow
meme?
Purple.
Where people draw their sonas in it. That was...
Yeah, like shit like that. The shit, memes that are like associated with a product or brand, like, man, that is just viral marketing. Viral marketing, man. Ah. I remember when I was like doing my bachelor's course, or like bachelor's degree, and we had a marketing course.
Brand.
Like, people weren't aware of viral marketing yet, but like we had to make a business plan, and as a part of the business plan, in order to like minimize marketing costs, what I like added was like, we're not gonna like spend that much on marketing because we're gonna aim for like organic growth through viral marketing.
We need the power of the laser crab again.
And like I remember like the person who was like running the course was very impressed with like my vocabulary.
You think memes are controlled by core?
Laser crab. We need the laser crab being like Silence brand and just like put that on every fucking corporate meme. Yeah.
Corpo scum.
Yeah.
His parents weren't in the money either. Gardner for Parks and Rec New York, and Fed posting is a thing. Yay, crap.
Yeah, like, that is also a thing, like the Fed posting where they like try to bait like a radicalist with like oh man, maybe they have like a quota or something.
Have you seen the laser kiwi flag that was a proposed official flag for New Zealand?
New Zealand. No. Silence brand. Like if you go into marketing, I assure you there already is a part of your job is to make memes. If you go to like a large brand and you're like in their marketing team, I assure you there's like no way that they already do not have like a viral marketing like portion where like a part it might like it's part like social media manager is like about trying to push memes. A part of social media manager's role is already to push memes.
Got put to theaters for a second time because of memes and then flopped again.
Yeah, now see, now that's a good meme. When you have like a legitimate shit product, man. Is a legitimate shit product and everyone knows it's shit. But then like, no one wants to watch it because it's shit. You meme it up, then the corpo is like, oh shit, this is working, let's go boys. Morbius in theaters, part 2. And then it is there. And it loses them money, man. Yeah.
Australians are paid actors.
Any meme that like would end up with a corporation getting money is an industry plant meme.
Source some Australian.
That's what I think, man. I'm like Johnny Silverhand of like the current times, man.
Big corporations more often.
Yeah, man. We need to like weaponize the memes. DNA of the soul. Maximize damage to corpo entities.
At Seawolfman D.
Except for my corpo entity, man. New way of doing that is by posting those memes on legit meme page by sponsorship. Ah, man.
JK,
You know,
I'm not Australian and Eastern European.
You are breathtaking, not good way.
what the fuck? What the fuck, man? You know that for some reason like that meme page thing made me remember. You know how like there's a bunch of like those meme accounts on Twitter. Like apparently those meme accounts get like sponsorships from like private accounts where they either like their like lowest tier is like that they like something by like the private account. Then they have like the retweet. Then they have like the quote tweet tier where like quote tweet with something positive on like your post. And then they have the giga tier where they like pretend that like they like organically discovered you and like hype you up in a post. Fucking dog shit, man.
Exazelict, we should do this again, but bigger.
Everything is just fucking paid for like, industry shills. That's why you should support small mom and pa level creators like myself, man. That's right. That's right. Organic. Homegrown.
At Seawolfman, what is
Farm
possible if we don't have a
to
meeting
table.
with Robin Hood?
Robin. Oh man. I think like the GameStop thing is like also an example of like a viral culture to abuse like stock market.
Pageism is ruining everything.
Pageism is legit ruining everything. Like that is not even a meme.
Grass-fed.
Grass-fed. Yeah, exactly. You know, the GameStop is also an example of that. Like the GameStop, like at first it started probably by like people short squeezing, but like individual investors do not have enough to short squeeze. So ultimately, it must have been like a meme plan by like these larger financing agencies to like mask their own short squeeze. Yeah. Hedge fund posters. Isn't the lawsuit of that? There was a lawsuit of that. There was a lawsuit about that, right? Yeah, man, I bet it's the fucking... it's the low vibrations of the tram line that are like messing up my freaking chakras, man. I don't know, fucking... I'm going off the deep end. Soon I'll be writing my freaking anarcho-capitalist manifesto as I storm the Arasaka Tower, man. Yeah, it literally is the tram, man. Like I've been sleeping like shit. Ugh. I think I honestly will just like tank the 1 month penalty fee and like move out, or like end the lease early, move out, and could like that nicer. Go to like a place where there isn't a tram line right next to it. Oh, fucking hell, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Arras suck. It is what it is, man.
Actor is some Indian dude people memed him to hell.
Sauron. No, I don't think you should care about Lord of the Rings in current year. Like anything that comes out of Lord of the Rings is like, man, if only, man, if only. Rent would be so much cheaper. Honestly, Bam, bam. Then I'd have to have a car. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Having a car in Helsinki sounds like a night.
Yeah, I don't need a car in Helsinki.
People to just sell their sinking houses in.
Yeah, man. Fucking Ben Shapiro being like, oh yeah, these poor people buying like land there. Do you think they would be so stupid that they wouldn't just move out? Like they will just like how is like raising sea levels going to adversely affect poor people? The poor people can just like are you saying that like they are not? Are you saying that they're too stupid to buy, like just sell their houses and move? Just sell their houses and move if the sea levels are rising. Who's gonna buy them, Benny boy? Who will buy the house, Benny boy? It is under the water now. Ben Shapiro is like Ben Shapiro is like F tier on like the like I don't know, ranking for intellectual debates. Bow, 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 bow.
It doesn't get underwater overnight, it will slowly devaluate towards the rising of the seas engine.
Speculation about zoning
He
policies.
actually saw the meme and said it's a good point, but still doubled down on it instead of changing.
No, that's when you should say like that's a good point, and I like that comment was kind of like stupid. Yeah. Oh man, but like, you know, when you have pride involved, you probably can't say that. When you're not interested about, like, you know, actually reaching a solution, but you're interested in being right, is when you get comments like that, like, good point, but I still think they would just sell their houses. Good meme, but I will not be changing my opinion.
Chile has stopped development in many beaches because they will disappear. Nothing can be built but
Can be rented and sold. I don't know, man. Are like the sea levels actually rising? At least they're not rising according to projections, because Helsinki should be like sinking then.
yeah.
Don't worry, flat earthers have a solution to climate change. Just let the ocean spill to the side.
True. 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 Bow, bow, bow. Just like
Reddit hates the new Argentinian
got it over
president
there.
with a burning passion. It's so funny.
Why? Because of his name? It's gonna do like change his name.
Rosa, it's in the name Sinky.
Sinky.
That's
Helsinki.
foretold.
Yeah, man, what if Helsinki does sink? You know, a lot of Finland's like stuff is near the coastline actually.
Hell's sinking.
Like a lot of like the capital is like here.
Loyalist type. The rise in sea levels over the past century
Helsinki.
has been a significant environmental concern. The exact measurements can vary depending on the region, but on average, sea levels have risen by approximately 8 to 9 inches, 20 to 23 centimeters, globally.
20 to 22 centimeters in the last century. Is like accelerating? Helsing. Man, there's another fucking edgy ass anime that I thought
Don't worry,
was
once
good.
Elon Musk figures out how to move people to Mars, we'll stop worrying about sea.
Think so.
Because the glacier's melting, right? Man. You buy real estate in Helsinki,
Yep.
like in like 50 years it's gonna be sunk.
Know what else is 8 to 9 inches? 3 of these pants, grab.
What the? Huh? Huh?
We need to start thinking about solutions no matter how ridiculous. Dude is a libertarian and has torn his government to shreds while also privatizing everything.
Why Elon Musk? To the
What about
Argentinian
scooping
president?
large portions of the ocean and then just sending them to space.
Yeah, I think that would work. Honestly. Good morning. It's not morning. It is 6:30
No delay, the Argentinian press.
p.m. Privatizing everything, man. Bam, bam, bam. That made me think of like the changes that the Finland's government is doing. You know, apparently Finland had a system where if you have like worked for 20 years or something, then you can take like a year as like time off. And you get like full unemployment benefits for like the year. But they're like stopping that system. Send water to Mars. What's it gonna do there, man? Freeze? Evaporate to space? Mars has an atmosphere.
Imagine going to the hospital for a checkup and then getting billed $5,000.
I think it was like a system like if you work for 20 years, then you have an option of like taking a year break, and you're not gonna get like fired.
Put up an alarm so we don't sleep over this stream. Now it's hard but to get out of bed because
It's cold. Is it that cold? It's only minus 15 in Helsinki. Well, only minus 515. Like there's fucking warning that says like very cold weather. Probably like next week it's gonna go back to 0. Freaking waiting for that shit, man. Let's go. Bam.
Was 34 few hours ago.
Jesus Christ, man. Ooh. 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 That's something. Minus 34. Holy fuck, man. I don't know, man. But yeah, Finland's government's making like a bunch of changes. They're like they're planning on like reforming the labor market, or like the job market, by reducing duration that you get unemployment benefits for. Right now, if you like lose your job, if you have worked for like 6 months, then you will get like an unemployment benefits that's tied to your wage. It's like 70% or something up of your like it's 90% of your current wage, up to like 3K or something I think. Up to like, yeah. Maybe it's like 80%. But you would get that, and you would get it for up to a year or something. Wait, no, did it even have like max time? The max time is like 400 days or something. So apparently the government's saying that there's a subset of people
We had 30 yesterday and get plus weather next week.
who
Shit's
like
weird.
use that system to like work for 6 months and then take like time off. Minus 30. Jesus Christ. Yeah, plus weather next week. It's gonna be like around 0 next week. But yeah, they're changing that system, so you're gonna be employed for like they're changing that system, so you gotta be employed for 12 months before you can like get that unemployment benefit. They're also gonna make it so that like it will gradually like decrease in amount to incentivize you to get a job, I guess. Bow, bow, bow. And they're also changing like the wording around like a law that dictates how you can like fire a person. Because right now Finland's law actually says you can't get fired that easily in Finland. There has to be like a really important reason for you to get fired. Like if you actually just like do not do your job like consistently, or like you are actively causing harm to your workplace, or like it needs to be like a really valid reason. Basically the wording is like it has to be an extremely valid reason, and they're just gonna like change it so it has to be a valid reason. And like people are mad about that change, which I guess like it could be pretty bad.
Yay, at least for full-timer.
Yeah, for full-timer, it's hard to get fired in Finland. I mean, if you don't do your job, you'll get fired, but like, yeah, apparently how it works in America is that you can just get fired, and they can just like tell you to like clean up your shit and leave.
Why is capitalism bad?
But like in Finland,
discussing the pros and cons of capitalism can be a complex topic. It has its benefits and challenges, and opinions can vary. It's important to consider different perspectives and have open discussions to understand the nuances.
Wow,
AI.
what an answer, man. What an answer. Notice how the AI actually doesn't answer that. But yeah, they're trying to do like a lot of workplace reforms, and a bunch of like unions are mad, and a bunch of unions are gonna strike again. to like stop the reforms from happening.
Capitalism is the best system we have.
Some jobs are at will at America. Some steps would need to be taken betting the situation to get fired.
Ossa.
Okay, is that what it's called, like at will employment? Where you can just like get fired whenever? Oh yeah.
Jack, it's Edwin.
Man, that shit's fucked. That shit is fucked, man.
Got kicked from union because he didn't finish school and did not report it Pepeloing.
Got kicked from union? What the hell, man? At will meaning they can fire you or you can leave without giving them 2 weeks notice. Oh. Yeah, Finland is like well, first of all, you can't just get fired in Finland. And second of all, like when they do reductions in force, they have to like try to do other things first before they can reduce people. And when they reduce people, it has to be like you are actually reducing the amount of work that happens. So it can't be just like, oh, we just want to like do work more efficiently. Like the work has to be reduced. Like if it's a factory, assembly lines need to be shut down if you want to reduce people on assembly lines. Or like they have to be like fully automated. Like something like that needs to happen in Finland before you are able to like reduce people. And even then it's like there's like a negotiation period with like the union or like a workforce representative. And the negotiation lasts like up to 2 months if it's like a really large company. And after that it's like a 3 to 6 months notice. Unless they give like severance packages, in which case it can be like shorter. Finland has like a really good system with that.
Our Korpa asking people to take unpaid time off when they don't have project.
Yeah, that is a form of that, because they don't wanna reduce people. So instead, it's just like you wanna take some like unpaid time off. You know, that's also often offered in Finland, like where they, if like the manufacturing need.
Because getting people is massive impact on interns.
I mean, yeah, that too. Like, if there isn't an immediate need, like usually like manufacturing jobs, for example, they just have people take like unpaid leave, like the
Because
unpaid
they are
vacation.
number yksi to leave.
Unpaid leave is usually what they ask people to
That
take.
sounds like communism NGL.
Yeah, Finland is kind of like in Finland is kind of like, you know, yeah. It has its benefits, you know, for workers. For like, you know, business owners, it's kind of like I'd imagine it can be like difficult if you like do a bad hiring and then you can't really like fire the person because like they are now hired. But like, you know, that sounds like a business owner problem. Like maybe you should like have a better hiring process instead of just like, you know, flip-flopping past people and like, you know, I don't know. I feel like at will employment, like it really fucks up the power balance, doesn't it? It creates a massive freaking imbalance in power. Like I can't imagine
Is
like
it bad or requires competent people?
I can't imagine working for a team where like if the team lead had like if the team lead had a say in whether or not I can keep my job, like a direct say, like they can just fire me if they feel so inclined to. Like just like thinking about that power imbalance would make it like
It makes it 100% easier.
that would make it like really fucking hard to like maintain a, I don't know, a good working relationship. Because right now, like with my team lead, I feel like we got like a good working thing going on, man. Because like I mean he's like leading the team, but I know that if he like disagrees with something with me, like he can't just like axe me. I can't just get axed. So I feel comfortable to disagree with things, and I wouldn't feel comfortable to disagree with things if like there was this power imbalance where like the team lead can just like axe me Or like the manager can just like remove me. Stop judging myself. Let you judge me. Look, man, okay? You are your own worst critic. You know? I was lifting weights again today. My 7.5 kilo hand dumbbells. I was doing like some presses with them, you know? Laying down in my beanbag and doing like a I don't know, chest press. Yeah, I'm getting ripped. That's 15 kilos of iron right there, man. Yeah.
It's cuz he know that you have experience and that he can trust you.
Lipczan.
Pet Asa. 75 kilograms heavy lifting.
Yeah, man. Heavy lifting. Heavy metal lifting. Yeah, man, it is that. Like, my team lead knows that I have experience, but like...
Let's see how long it holds.
Oh, I haven't been... I guess like last time I drank was like... I drank a glass of wine in Christmas. Or like during Christmas.
Asa, the only thing you're ripping is tornado
Yeah.
farts after you eat another beetroot soup.
What? That's like the last time I drank. Like a glass of wine on like the Christmas dinner.
Cute form huggies.
Before that, it was like the time when I went to like my brother's place and he like he mixed whiskey in my cola because he was like, oh you gotta drink some alcohol, man. Like fuck. Fucker, just put whiskey in my cola. I don't want whiskey in my cola. Just want a cola.
He drank a lot those last months, so he gonna cool down a
That was a
bit.
good choice.
He finally dropped drinking after being in stress all the time. Feels
Yeah,
strong
man.
Arroba Brosan Whisky DEZ Nuts sin UR Cola. Arroba este.
What the hell, man?
Also,
What the
that's
hell?
not so good of him. Show your biceps. You don't want whiskey in your cola?
Yeah,
Are you a pussy?
check that.
Ever huggies.
Check that.
Kakishko huggies.
I mean, I did have a beer then. And then, like, my brother had, like, quite a few beers.
Arroba Dragonform Kisawibuno.
Hi, I didn't just wake up.
Hello. Good morning.
Stevishko donut.
I don't know. I don't know. My brother's like one of those dudes who's like you know, drinking alcohol with someone equals +1 I don't know, friendship type of person.
I am sure Asa is okay with whiskey and cola, but that's...
If you don't know what's in my drink. Yeah.
Well, Ossan im need to more training Iguana SWIMM also Ossan in half a beer.
What?
Sausage.
Nice man.
That was on a barbecue. On like...
It kinda is true.
When even was that barbecue? Like in April or something? Not in April.
If that
June?
person loves drinking.
Cares.
What? It was in June or something, man.
Who can drink juice?
I've been drinking juice and water recently. Not alcohol. Yeah, like I said, I don't really drink anymore. Because I'm not that stressed about things. You know?
Just drink juice and touch some grass.
Are you sure?
Touch some grass. Yeah.
Dayen.
Yeah, I haven't
Stop
been...
swimming 'cause too cold.
Yeah, I stopped swimming because like I went to the swimming pool with my bicycle.
Kahiubi pants grab.
Bicycle, and like all the roads are like frozen. I don't have winter tires for my bicycle. It's fucking minus 20 degrees outside.
Something for you to stress about today.
Yeah. Better than other people. I feel like I'm sober drunk, if that makes sense.
Stab
I don't think I'm better than other people. I don't think
Show him how it's done.
I don't think I'm better than other people for like not drinking.
Dive head in Moskva wrecked.
I just think that like I drank too much when I was in Japan, And like after coming back to Finland, I started to think like I don't really want to drink. Like it was already in Japan that I started to think that way.
But I am.
And maybe I don't want to drink that much.
But Asa.
But Steb. Plus 20, I fucking wish it was plus 20.
Luke MAJ.
What do I see inside VR? A fake camera to live stream?
Don't your
I mean, yeah,
coworkers
there is
take
a
To be
fake
fair,
camera
working with your
right
boss is a
here.
thing in JP.
I see the fake camera. And then there's like the chat. There's chat, there's OBS. And then like there's some fireworks in the distance. Hold on. Like over there. I see those fireworks, man.
How do you set it up?
How do I set it up?
I am on TV.
It's just a VRChat camera thing. There's fireworks in the distance. I see.
Nodders.
Yeah.
It's Ossan personal world.
Oser, why uriscufte dabat get more polygons in FURVS hold this VRChat
What the fuck?
Idebe drinking today before going to VRChat party.
I can try to invade though.
Feels Dankman.
But I just gonna go there sober
Ever huggies.
and talk to drunk people.
Are you meant just being like a friendly drunk instead of raging? Oh yeah, some people get like really angry when they're drunk.
Asa.
Sober
Arroba
people?
Stepton Yikes.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's also like I kind of stopped going to VRChat parties.
Daily reminder
That's
you
also
want
like
to take
a-
back Karelia.
I'm a very friendly drunk.
Yeah, friendly drunk is good.
Eber stare.
I think like if you, I don't know, if you like
Literally almost gay kind to drunk X.
there's like a level of drinking where it becomes like destructive. And like if you're not at that level, then I think it's like fine if you want to drink like a beer, or like if you want to drink like a highball, like it's fine. Like on the Christmas dinner, I drank a glass of red
Asa,
wine.
There was a saying here.
My sister and my mom asked me to bring some red wine, so I bought like a bottle of nice red wine, and then I drank a glass of red wine, unlike the Christmas dinner. Technically, that's drinking, I guess. So like Christmas was the last time I drank anything. Ban
When
all
the rest of the drunks remain, when the party ends, the drunks remain.
party ends, the drunks remain.
Loya buy cheap alcohol for Asa.
I don't want
No.
I don't want alcohol. I don't want it, man. I don't know. I guess it's like also like in Finland, like seeing how people interact with alcohol is also kind of turning me off from drinking. In Japan, it's like really normalized and like it's I don't know. People, it's like a part of like, you know, culture. Like you gotta go drinking with your like freaking senpais and like your managers and like everything is like you gotta like freaking pour them alcohol and you gotta like drink more alcohol than they, but you can't like look like you're drunk. But in Finland, it's like this really like I don't know, like what would be like the English word for like rappio, like rock bottom. Like it's like this rock bottom drinking that is like in Finland. Like when I see people with alcohol, they're like passed out with like they're like passed out with a bottle of like salmiakki vodka, or like there's like screaming and like spilling beer everywhere as they go to like a train or something. It's like this rock bottom drinking, like really makes me want to like kind of stay away from all alcohol.
Salmiakki vodka?
Yeah, salmiakki vodka. Have I tried coconut toddy? Toddy?
This turri is rock busalikers.
Turri!
Brosa tete
What the
desek.
frick, man? Coconut toddy. Now, the drinks I liked were like mojitos and like highball.
Asa rock bottom drinking is when you can't control your movements but still going.
Yeah, that's like what I see in Finland, like people are rock bottom drinking.
Nodders.
Highball?
Highball. It's whiskey and soda.
Say.
Whiskey and soda. Highball.
I like everything with cola.
Pep.
Pep.
Whiskey.
Whiskey cola is also nice.
Grande.
It used to be common here.
Whiskey cola is also nice. Highballs are nice. I don't know. I'm not like anti-alcohol. I just don't want to drink. So I don't drink. Or more than that, I don't want to be drunk, I guess. I don't want to be drunk.
Haven't had drink in my life. Absolutely hate how alcohol is such high part of culture while being.
Such a highly harmful impact.
I like drinking
Yeah.
to loosen myself up a bit.
I did that a lot, like drinking to loosen myself up. Like when I started streaming,
I've never heard people mix it, but when a friend said they do that.
when I started streaming, I would like drink highballs every day because like I was like, oh, I gotta loosen myself up to be like more open and social on stream. So I'm just gonna drink every time. So I like drank 2 or 3 highballs every fucking stream, man.
Arroba excepto en vodka más orange juice.
Off.
Yeah, that's all good, man. That ain't good, man.
If you want to loosen yourself up, try a few fingers at first.
Pep.
That shit ain't good.
Everfrost, yikes.
Now look at you also bearing a wet sock.
Shut up, man. What the hell? That's fine. You only drink to get drunk, otherwise what's the point? Taste isn't that all that good. There are some red wines that like taste pretty good with like food, and some whiskeys taste pretty good.
Volp soon come Ariel loosen you up.
What the hell? What is going on in Twitch chat? I did not punch my kid. Shut up, Billy! Spinning bird kick.
It's okay, Asa. We still gonna watch you suffer, even if you drunk or sane.
Uh,
Hey, Asa.
but yeah, like coming back to Finland, I'm like hit again with like how like big part like drinking and being drunk is in like a lot of Finnish culture, and it kind of like turns me off.
Pip your OB
Of alcohol.
NYDETECTED.
You can understand wine from what you hear. There are some very good whiskeys.
Literally the most toxic viewer on the whole platform.
What the hell?
Feels good, man.
Feels good, man. There are some very good whiskeys. Like there's one Japanese whiskey that like tastes really good.
D.
Yamazaki. Yamazaki is a really good whiskey. What's Yamazaki? Yeah.
Piippivoukissa vielä.
Really good whiskey, man.
Hi, chat. Hello, cute cat bunny fox.
Hello. I'm not a cat bunny. I'm a
What is
fox.
Ossan favorite alcohol? It's Blue Moon cocktail?
Oh,
Loya Huggies.
Everfrost. Unfortunately, I don't have information
Pinky
about
pet
Ossan's
the Asa.
favorite alcoholic beverage. But remember, it's always important to drink responsibly and in
True.
moderation.
Okay, ferret boy.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, I just think it's like important to have like a.
Ossa, can you tell us the story of how you became a father?
Arroba
Well, you see, like
Piippivoukissa
one day I just noticed that there's like a brain parasite like this attached to me, and then like one day it like came loose. So in order for it to like start paying the bills, I sold it to Nike, so that they can go into the Nike factory and make Yeezys.
Bet the only spirit that would taste good is Ossan's.
They have one day off a week, and that is on Friday, when they don't need to make Yeezys. Allegedly. Allegedly Nike uses child labor.
How do you loosen up?
Vub soon. Even AI like me need to loosen up sometimes. I like to listen to music, watch funny videos, or chat with
Asa,
friends.
I think you should
It's
watch
all
that
about
Danish
finding
movie.
activities
Friends,
that make you
teachers that
happy and
decide to
help you
drink.
relax.
Every
Heck
day.
with Asa.
And your son sometimes does bring dad to work days, right?
I don't make Yeezys. You think Nike actually has child laborers making Yeezys? Maybe they do, man. Who knows? Who knows,
She
man?
loosens up by clearing her RAM. Nodders.
Who knows, man? Yeah, I'm gonna loosen up later by heating up the sauna. Despite the news being like, oh, please don't use too much electricity today, it's so expensive. Frick you, man. I'm paying my fixed price contract and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use the electricity and heat up the sauna. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. Ooh, think of the poor electric companies.
Electric sauna.
They have to pay 200 cents per kilowatt hour of electricity. I don't care. I don't care. They knew the risk. They knew the risk.
IKR sounds like heresy.
Yeah, there is a sauna. Finnish apartments very often have saunas. There is a nice sauna that can,
Yikes, wet fox smelly tail.
I don't know, maybe like you can fit two persons comfortably there. I think you could like fit 3 if you're like kind of squeezed butt to butt, you know.
It's crazy.
Bro, it's such a quality of life having a
Companies use
sauna.
cheap fabrics that come from not that much openly democratic countries.
Honestly, to me,
Beyond the electric crisis he used hell.
If it didn't burn
Hell.
2 kilograms of wood, it'd eat a sauna.
L.
Just sleep the day and game the night.
But Asa,
Uh,
2 people who?
yeah, two people comfortably, 3 people if you like squeezed in. It's nice, man.
how you gonna play Sauna Golem with 2 people?
Stupid mobile keyboard is fair.
But I was
On a
like
day
chuckling to
come
myself, man.
visit You and you gonna heat up the sauna.
I was chuckling to myself with the news.
Or it's that kind of Sauna Golem you play.
With the news of like the electric companies being like, oh please don't use too much power. It's like really expensive for us to import power right now. You knew what the risk was. I didn't buy the contract that has me pay the hourly price. I bought the contract that has the long-term price.
Night electricity much cheaper.
Night electricity is much cheaper, but even the night electricity is gonna be like 40 cents or something. Right now, I think right now the price is like 200 cents, which is like 2 euros per kilowatt hour. Fucking insane. I think my contract has me pay like 15 or something. But yeah, I'm not saving energy,
Buy
man.
electricity from the FR***NCH nuke stations?
Furry tuber. What the hell, man? And that's what they're doing. They're like importing and exporting electricity. It's like the European grid is like unified for like, I don't know, streamlined electricity exports. Bow, bow, bow. Recently, like even like the electric transfer companies have also like started hiking up their prices, man. That's a fucking life, man. PC in the dark room, illuminated by the displays. Bow, bow, bow. Oh yeah, like Finland's government, like one like thing that they're doing is also they're like passing a law.
In the UK, you can get free energy if you have a big battery. in
They're
your house.
passing a law that basically says that like the electricity transfer prices need to be reasonable. And like a bunch of like the companies got really fucking mad because like for some reason like Finland's power grid has been sold to like foreign investors.
We call that killer
It has been
panel.
sold to foreign investors. Like some freaking Canadian retirement fund owns like a whole portion of Finland's like power grid. Obviously, they don't give a shit. Like they'll fucking raise the prices up as high as they fucking can, and they have been raising the price. Like the price for like electricity transfer is like insanely high for just transfer. They're not even generating it. It's just a network. It just goes down a wire, and like they're just charging insane amounts for it. Oof.
Our transfer price is
Yeah,
much higher than
exactly.
sales cost.
Like the fucking transfer prices can be higher than the usage cost. That's fucked, man. Yeah, those fuckers. I'm so fucking mad. I can't believe it. It's like,
Hey, if you have a big house,
it was like when did they sell them? It's like 10 years ago or something like that. The government owned the power grid. They fucking sold it. They fucking sold it to foreign investors. What the fuck is that? The most important infrastructure in the fucking country. How do you sell it to foreign investors? Incompetent fucks, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, we gotta like pad the budget. Fucking raise... I don't know, man. Lower the consumption tax and people will like buy more. Get more money. Prices are going up because people are talking about going green without understanding what that means. Going green would mean like more nuclear power. Oh man.
Finland energy usage goes to sauna.
But yeah, I'm like infuriated by like the fact that the government like sold the power grid to foreign investors. Like the level of dog shittery with that. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, now they're passing a law that like is gonna heavily limit the transfer prices. And like obviously like the companies who bought it are like gonna be like, oh well, this is bad. You should not pass this law. This law is bad. We will have to rethink our investment in Finland. Like, yeah, motherfucker, rethink it. Fucking sell the grid back to the Finnish government. I think Finland should just like fuck them. Like just like yeah. You think you can just like lift money off the Finnish people? Yeah. Fuck the foreign investors, man. Fuck them.
Here it's owned by private Finnish Korva, but it's so massively profit reaching it's toxic they hicking.
Price to add infra to get more people they can force money on it. Yeah, man. They're saying like, oh, we need to like, upgrade the infra and like the maintenance costs and like, bull fucking shit. Your profit margins are through the fucking roof because like the transfer companies like they piggybacked on the freaking power crisis because like when the power generation was scuffed because of like Germany getting fucked by like foreign gas, and the power like transfer companies like, oh, power prices are going up, we can like use this. You motherfuckers, you're not even generating anything, you're just like transferring. You're like fucking leeches attached to like the backs of the turtle that's like swimming across the lake. You're a fucking scorpion, a stinger like buried in there already, man.
Please don't fuck foreign investors. Some of them might like it too much.
But yeah, basically they just like hiked up the transfer prices during like the power crisis, and now they're just like high, and they're like, oh, we're like in the power sector, we're in the industry, we can like, ooh. Man, I think they should pass a law that makes it illegal for foreign investors to own like critical infrastructure. That's what I think, man. Like fucking the fucking power grid should not be owned by foreign investors. Oh man. The fucking power grid, man. That's what I think they should do. You know how like Germany handled like the whole Uniper crisis? That was like peak protectionism right there, man. The Uniper crisis handled by Germany, peak protectionism. That's how Finland should do. Like Germany did not give a shit about foreign investors. Not a singular fuck was given about like Finland losing money. So Finland sells the Uniper's price, and then like
loyalist type. I'm afraid I don't have access to specific financial data for companies like KJave. It's best to refer to official reports or
what the hell, man?
The company directly for accurate information about their expenses.
What the hell, man? But yeah, Germany did like an exemplary job with Uniper. Finland was fucked with like the Uniper investment. Germany could have stepped in, but like they don't own Uniper, so why would they give a single fuck, man? Why would they care, man? So they don't. And then they like buy Uniper for like dog shit price. And then like once Germany owns it, then they pass a law to like allow them to like raise the gas prices. Fucking peak protectionism. Finland should like take a page out of that book. Oh man. Like, fuck the foreign investors. If it's like infra owned by you, then like, you know, then you can step in. Obviously Finland got fucked by the Uniper crash, but importing energy costs more, especially if the country in question doesn't adhere to the same standards. That's also true. Ooh, that's a snap out of my knee. Ooh.
Water, electricity and internet grid should be state-owned.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like water, the basic infrastructure, like roads, water, electricity, internet.
As they are fundamental rights.
Yeah, like plumbing, like basic fucking plumbing and sewage. Like, well, maybe not like state-owned, like because water and like plumbing is probably by like municipal, like the area, the city should own those.
Houses should be winning the jobs also.
This water resource, water, mining, foreign investors. Yeah, Finland's like mining laws are also kind of fucked. Like I feel like those don't really take account foreign investors at all. Nobody react to anime in Weebs. Looks like everyone going in monastery. What did you share in Weebs? Oh, it's that one. No, I mentioned it. I mentioned that anime today earlier. The gushing over magical girls. Yeah. Apparently it's supposed to be lewd as fuck. Who knows? What the? Huh? Farmland. I don't know, man. But yeah, like I'm gonna watch it on stream. Yeah, water, electricity, and like internet should those grids should all be like state-owned. Like those should not be in the hands of foreign investors. Those are like those are what you would call like critical infrastructure. Critical infrastructure, the ownership of those should be with like sites that have like an interest in keeping those running for like. Do it, man. What? Okay, how bad is it? What the hell?
Pepe Coin.
What the hell, man?
Abuba.
Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, okay, dude, man. Okay, dude.
Ossan.
Yeah, let's just as you see it, there's a fine line between state-owned and private. I think it's if it's like a man. I don't have a problem with private ownership. I have a problem when like we're talking about critical infrastructure. You know, when we're talking about critical infrastructure being
Since
foreign-owned.
Critical is also critical to acquire them, even if it means to look for foreign investment.
Like shit like power grid should be in the hands of the state. Like in Finland, like shit like basic power generation should be in the hands of the state. Like in Finland it is, like Fortum, which is like the largest power production company in Finland, is like state owned. It's like state owned, man, as it should be. It's critical for Finland. Like shit that is critical for Finland to stay running.
Fortum can suck my balls.
Suck your balls, man. I got my Fortum investment, man.
At that point. I really love the success story of the privatization of Chicago's parking.
State-owned companies sponsoring its been in past with horrible results.
I think there's a lot of problems with like how the state-owned companies are managed in Finland. Like Fortum's management is fucking awful. Like you can just look at like the whole Uniper crisis that happened. Like that is because of bad management. And it's bad management because like it's like managed by there's like a state company like minister or like whatever you call it. That's like the head of managing like the state-owned things. I don't know. They don't necessarily have experience for like running big companies, and they might be managing like 4 or 5 different like state-owned companies. Like you don't have the time. That's why you have proper like CEOs making all the decisions.
State doesn't maximize profit while private doing that's the core of efficiency.
Yeah, but you know what I think? I think like critical infrastructure should not maximize for profit. Like power grid should not be maximized for profit. Like plumbing should not be maximized for profit. Like internet grid should not be maximized for profit. That's why they should be state-owned.
Vasek.
The fucking power grid should not be making profits. It should be transporting electricity. Which it was doing in Finland pretty well, until it was sold to fucking foreign investors. And now we have these transfer prices that are like fucking insane. Because they're maximizing for profit. And especially when it's a foreign investor, the foreign investors don't care a fuck. They don't give a single frick about what happens to the consumer in Finland. They have like no connection to Finland. So why would they care how much like money they leech off of the Finnish people? That's my problem with like the power grid shit. Like if it's privately owned, at least it should be like owned in Finland. So like the company has a tie to Finland, so that they have like some interest to what happens to like the Finnish people. Not some fucking retirement fund from Canada. And I'm sure like people would like agree if it was like a retirement fund from like China. People would be like, oh my god,
State maximizes coverage, citizen usage, usually at the cost of efficiency, which is net.
Oh man. How do we keep upkeep? It just means higher taxes, which would be bad if taxes are used properly. I mean, you have like the fees, which you had before, the transfer fees, but because the transfer fees are not maximized for profit, it's gonna be better for everyone. You know? State maximizes coverage, the cost efficiency, which is net negative compared to private management. I don't know, man. When we're talking about like fundamental human rights, I think like we should be worried about coverage more than like efficiency.
I'd vote for you. Loya Tilda.
Nice. Maybe I should run for office in Finland, man. I'm gonna push the laws that piss off all the freaking private foreign investors, man. Gotta pay the workers, nothing is free, it's definitely a lot of things to consider. Yeah, but like, man, when it's like private owned, it's not about like paying the workers, it's not about like efficiency, it's about making a profit for shareholders. And when the shareholders are like foreign also, like the foreign shareholders don't give, they don't, why would they care about like who it's like they're like fucking on the other side of the world. I just see like the population as numbers, and like the fees are just like how high can you crank up the fees before like, you know, another electric grid comes up. That shouldn't be the thing with critical infrastructure. So yeah, I think it was like a really bad move when they sold the power grid to foreign investors.
Hello. Private
Hello.
ownership is fine if it's regulated properly, I think.
Yeah, it's not private ownership. Private ownership is fine. You can private own like companies, you can private own like fucking doodad manufacturers, like whatever. That's fine. When it's critical infrastructure, that's when it shouldn't be privately owned. Like even then, like maybe you can say like if it's like in the same country, maybe like a corporation in the same country can own it, as long as that corporation is then not owned by a foreign entity. As soon as like there's a foreign player in the mix, like that's when I have a problem. When there's a foreign private entity in the mix. Because now you have, like, the further you detach the private entity from the people that are affected by it.
Monopoly, which causes also many problems.
And you're like, the further you detach it, the more like driven. Oh man, yeah. Next thing you know, I'll be like wearing the, I'm like shaving my head and wearing the lion pendants, man. Shaving my head and wearing the lion pendant, man. Perso talk, yeah, man. I don't know. I think it was fucked when they sold the power grid, man. Especially since like the power grid was being like a positive for like the government's like tax income, and they just sold it so that like I don't know, but what the fuck did they even do with the money? Fund some populistic bullshit. I don't know, man. I'm in my room. Oh no. I don't know. Private, like, let me just reiterate again. Private companies are fine. Private companies are fine. Private ownership is fine. I think like people should be able to run companies and like, you know, own things. I just think like when you're talking about things that affect the general populace in their daily lives, like power grid, like internet grid, then maybe we should like think about the private ownership. Maybe we should think like, are you gonna like try to prioritize profits to a point where like it becomes unreasonable for the common man, like healthcare?
You think state will make a better job at providing energy, water, etc.?
Yeah. Maybe there should be like a state option, at least. Maybe that's the way to do it, man. Like healthcare is in Finland. You have like the private option and you have the state option, man. You can go wait in line at the public one. Or you can go pay like 50 euros.
Just steal the energy grid back. What they gonna do? Fly over here?
True, man. We should just like violently take it over, man. You know, the power grid, like the masts for the power grid, they're just there in the woods. Like they're out there, and there's nothing around them, man. I feel like comments like that hint at domestic terrorism. In Minecraft. You shouldn't just to make it clear, don't blow up the power poles, man. Don't chop them down, man. You will go to jail for a long time. We'll go to jail for a long time. You think it's at the motion of great reset, sell off national assets to foreign investors, seeing a lot of more conflicts all over the world in a place where there are resources? I think isn't the Great Reset some like conspiracy theory? I don't know. I don't think it's any Great Reset. I just think it's incompetence, you know. I think like
Over here, you cannot own a commodity unless you have a local partner owner.
I think the original selling of the power grid was just like
Ossan,
incompetence.
Cool, you used to commit domestic terrorism.
It's me, the Johnny Silverhand of VTubers. It's a conspiracy theory? Yeah, it is a conspiracy theory. I don't know. Usually, like when you can explain something easier with
It's not
incompetence.
incompetence, maximizing profit is the driver of economy with the state success edge.
No, but like when your options are like it's a plan of like it's some grand plan to reset everything compared to like the dudes who sold the power grid were
Berkman
incompetent.
efficiency in private companies only
I
comes
think it's
from
gonna be
market
like the dudes who
competition.
sold the
How do you
power
create-
grid were incompetent. Is Occam's razor, right? The simpler solution is probably the correct one. Or something. A simpler explanation. The one that makes less assumptions. So I just assume that like the politicians who sold the power grid were incompetent. I think they're like in the EU, doing like EU politics now. The people who sold like Finland's power grid. God knows how they got those positions. Oh yes, because in Finland you don't get to vote for your EU politicians, they just get chosen.
Arroba Berkman like they are doing public contracts, the best company wins the right to provide the
Oh yeah, what is like the anime season? What do we have for Q1 anime, man? Is there like a nice list somewhere? Spring 2024 anime. What do we got? But actually it's not spring, it's like isn't it winter? Yeah, spring is not yet, right? Yeah, that's April. So it's like winter. Yeah. What do we got, man?
Berkman, and who owns the water pipe to your house?
What do we got, man? What do we got? Oredake level up naken. As an isekai. Eh. We got fucking Jichiroku Shigyoshigi no Kyosutsu. Classroom of the Elite. Hell yeah. Season 3 of that. My god.
For me, people who want to ignore pollution caused by power plants shouldn't be able to run as a
Arroba Berkman depends on the government usually.
Fucking Classroom of the Elite Season 3. Hell yeah. That's some like that's some bottom of the barrel anime right there, man.
no way.
Let's go. Wait, Muscle is getting a second season. I feel like the joke kind of ran out on that one. When was One Punch Man coming out? Oh yeah, they were going to do a season 3. Is it like isn't it summer 2024? It might not be announced yet. Maybe it's spring. Freaking Mushoku Tensei is continuing in spring, or like from April. Muscle. Yeah, I feel like the joke ran out in Muscle. But maybe it will still be entertaining.
Ashley is just one punch man in a magical fantasy world.
I don't know, the joke was pretty funny. Wait, Aono Exorcist? Wait, I remember that series. Wait, what? The Blue Exorcist, man? Goddamn. Yeah, there's the Dungeon Meshi. Probably Dungeon Meshi would be good.
The joke becomes less funny when
Studio
you just think
Trigger.
the dude's ridiculous physical abilities as magic.
I don't think they always need to evolve its fast food of entertainment.
Yeah, Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to evolve, but like there are series where like the joke becomes like they just keep like hammering the same point, and like even if it is like a fast food of entertainment, it becomes kind of like dull, like Helk. Helk was good at the start, but they kept hammering. Oh, what the fuck?
Stale.
They kept hammering the same point over and over again, and it became like stale. So I kind of like I got bored with Helk. But yeah, Dungeon Mesh is apparently good. It's made by Studio Trigger, or like animated by Studio Trigger, I guess. Boku no Kokoro no Yabai Yatsu, season 2. When there's like series that are like older series, it's kind of hard. Bow, bow. Bow. Bow.
Continuation of Dead Mount Deathplay Tilda.
Dead Mount Deathplay. I thought that series would be cool, but it didn't have like enough of like the crazy glasses girl. That she just got made into like some random side character. I don't care about like the edgy emo boy. Witch and the Beast. Yeah, I don't think there was enough of like the yeah. I thought she would like play a like bigger role, and I thought it would be cool, but I don't think there was.
Already dead.
Yeah, but like, you know, it would have been cool.
Every season there's always going to be some show with a weird ass premise that you almost want to watch.
Almost when I was.
Like the one with the dog and all the girls.
Soksi Chitka Saikyo Sugite. Waking to absolute chaos and carnage while on a school trip. Yogiri Takato discovers that everyone in his class has been transported to another world. Wow! And he has the instant kill death ability. Wow. Now that's gonna be some dog shit right there, man.
Finish the anime, I do not care.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like the second season is better at that.
Isekai filler per season quota.
Yeah, it is the obligatory. It is the obligatory fucking like overpowered isekai quota. Then there's like the gushing over magical girls. Maho shoujo ni akogareta. Frigging itchy ass anime. Bam, bam, bam. There's like a lot of comedy. Like there's like a lot of comedy. Like I don't know what it is.
I came up with a genius idea.
Yeah.
The Eki villain magical girl.
Chiyu Maho no machigatta tsukaikata.
Magical girl's transformation.
The wrong way to use healing magic. The wrong way to use healing magic. Oh, fucking another edgy healer. What's he gonna do? Keep healing his muscles to be faster? Yeah.
Oi, can't you see your screen?
Yeah, I don't have it shown because there might be like sudden fucking anime
I'll write
tits.
a manga with an opening and an ending and add them to every chapter. I hope we get the creation magic isekai this year.
Definitely gonna check out gushing over oh wait, gushing over magical girls.
I feel like what's making me skip all these new isekais are just how they all look the fucking same.
Yeah, I mean it is like generic, man. I don't know, man.
Like at some point, the Tolkien aesthetic gets old. Have fun watching a song in a
Bow.
comic.
Bow. High card. Wait, high card. Was that a series that I was watching?
You only focus on shonen.
Watching a song in a comic? What? You have trash taste. Hey, look, man. I can't fault anyone. Sometimes you gotta watch the fast food anime, man. The trashy shit. You know? I'm talking Dropout of Magic Academy. Yeah. I keep referencing that anime because it's trash. I hate it. Yet I watch it all, man. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's not necessarily the genre, just the aesthetics can sometimes put me off immediately.
It's time to torture princess? Might have to check that out. Bro, there's like some brother con shit going on. And then the dude, he's cold and like kinda cold and cool, and then he like uses guns in the Magic Academy. He can't cast spells, but he can like I don't remember what he does. He like reloads really fast or something. I just remember it being kind of trash, man. That's what I remember it being. But it's like that fast food filler sort of thing. Bam, 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 bam.
Notice how every fantasy isekai needs to have a demon lord character in some shape or form.
Yeah, there's like a lot of
I almost forgot S4 of Shadow Garden.
there's like a lot of what the fuck is Yami Shibai, and why is there like 12 seasons of it? 12th season of Yami Shibai? I don't know, there isn't like much that really like has me go like, oh shit. Like I watched Dungeon Meshi since like I've heard that it's good. But like other than that, it's like a lot of comedy. Maybe I'll watch like Classroom of the Elite because like at this point I'm too invested in that trash to like I watched the 2 seasons of it already. So now I just have to watch the 3rd one. It is what it is.
This is
I don't
when
know.
I started reading manga again.
But like spring, man, spring is gonna be better. There's like the Konosuba, like the 3rd season of Konosuba in spring, like starting from April. I guess like Mushoku Tensei will continue. I hope it becomes better.
Can't forget the greatest manga.
I hope it becomes better. But there's Spice and Wolf. Spice and Wolf in spring? Goddamn. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I guess there's also like Demon Slayer. It's also in spring. Starting from April. It's a lot more from April than like in January. Down, 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 down.
I hope other aesthetics for isekai mangas get an anime adaptation.
Other aesthetics. I don't know. Apparently, like all of them are following the aesthetic of Mushoku Tensei or something.
I'm still waiting for the obligatory high-budget episode of the season like what got Demon Slayer so.
So much hype in the first place. I guess that's actually kind of true, man. Like, it was that one episode in Demon Slayer that like really blew up the hype. It was fucking episode 12 or something, man. To be fair, that episode was sick, man. That episode was
Episode 19
sick.
is where literally everyone just started watching the show.
Was it 19? Was 19 where it's like in the forest?
Isekai overpowered
Yeah, in the forest, that says a lot, right?
It is getting boring.
The one with the spider kid. Yeah, the one with the spider kid in the forest. Yeah, that was a good episode, man. That was sick. I don't know, man. Like, Demon Slayer kind of fluctuates. It has like times when it's like really good.
Season 2 with the Entertainment District arc was sick too.
Yeah, the Entertainment District arc was sick. The movie, the Mugen Resha, or what it was called. Like, the movie was good in Demon Slayer. I kind of like fluctuate. It goes like through the good stuff, and then it just goes like eh. It like becomes like really good, then it like kind of slows down as you're kind of like man, and like then like ramps up again and then kind of like slows down. Maybe it's like more of the traditional when you don't have like the animators locked in the basement to make Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. When the animators get to go home on the weekend.
I'm not sure Demon Slayer would get as much hype as it did if it were any other studio.
When you let the animators go home on the weekend, I guess you get Demon Slayer. When you lock them in the basement and force them to animate, then you get Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. So personally, from a consumer perspective, maybe we should lock them in the basement more often. Yeah, I said it.
Nah, I heard UFO Table has decent working conditions.
Yeah, but like they didn't make Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Yeah, well, we're not talking about critical infrastructure, man. Now we're talking about like consumer goods,
But they're the
like
exception,
luxury
not the
goods, man.
rule.
There's like, you know, if you're playing like Anno or something like some like trade game, like anime would be categorized as like a luxury good, man. Not like the freaking water. It's like the luxury good to level up your residential areas. They need to consume it. Bow, bow, bow.
The Jujutsu Zero movie was literally made in 4 months, apparently.
You know, how come in the Zero movie they like made like that the girl, what the fuck was her name? Maki? Yeah, how come Maki's like clothes are tight as fuck in the movie? What the fuck's up with that? Who drew her? Who did it? Like in the series, like she has like normal clothes. In like the movie, it's like skin tight, man. What was that? Can we talk about that? What the fuck was that, man? The movie is good, by the way.
Where modern cities spawns dungeons. I think it's because JJK Zero was written before Jujutsu, actually.
No doubt Dungeon Meshi will be top tier anime next season.
It's harder to animate for sure.
People overhyping soldiers in Lighton. It's gonna be hot dog shit.
The Zero movie was good, by the way. If for some reason someone hasn't seen the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, it's good. Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling a series too this season.
Notice how there are no domain expansions in JJK Zero because it wasn't a thing yet when it was.
Movie was okay.
But it was written.
The movie was like 2 episodes of season 1.
Yeah, but they have
Similar
fucking
to Solo
Supreme
Leveling,
Art.
but different takes.
Wait, but they have like Supreme Art in JJK Zero. And like, isn't like Supreme Art is like after domain expansion in like the series? The fucking tram. Yeah, they go through domain expansion before the.
Techniques or something you mean?
Yeah, the Supreme Art.
But
Or
it was
Ogi.
good feel to give some background on characters for next JJK season.
Overpriced Java.
2 episodes of season
Asa,
1?
by the
What,
way,
the
you look
movie?
cute if you were Angie.
It wasn't 2 episodes. I did not smack you. It was.
Domain expansion wasn't a concept yet. JJK Zero was written before the main manga.
Yeah, but how come they have like the fucking Gokunaban, the fucking Supreme Arts? How come they have that in the JJK Zero, and then like in the series they don't have the Supreme Arts until after they talk about like the domain expansions? It wasn't Ogi, it was like Gokunaban. Right? Overpriced OVA. Well, it's not OVA because it's like directly linked to the story. You have like the
maximum techniques in season 2, but not in 1.
yeah, maximum technique, whatever. They talk about it in season 2, but they do domain expansion in season 1.
I don't know why I like returners instead of op characters from the start. The IRL reason is the author didn't think too far ahead.
I mean, you know, I can accept that, but I'm my problem is that like maybe he like but why did he think of like domain expansion then before like going into like the fucking Supreme Art or whatever maximum technique?
I think it's like maximum techniques are rarer than domains or something.
Maybe. I got something in my throat. Oh, I gotta go get something to drink. Jesus Christ.
Sokengich.
Só que engage speech de furball.
Hello.
Hungarian game.
I don't know what I got in my throat. That was nasty. I don't know, maybe the author just hadn't thought of like the domain expansion stuff before, and then he just like thought it
There's
up.
also a binding vow or SMTH in the movie, but that was in season 1 too.
Yeah, binding bows are in a movie. You know? I like how the author used like the binding bow thing to like explain. I like how the author used like the binding bow system to explain like why like they keep explaining how their technique works, because that's like the shonen thing where they like yap about like my skill does this and this, and because I do this. But like in Jujutsu Kaisen, like the author explains, it's like, oh, if you like reveal it, then it's gonna be stronger because it's like a binding bow. No, that's also like a pact or something. Yeah, it's not the binding pact, or like, but it's still like a pact, a sort of pact. The binding pact is like different.
Fucking queer based anime powers.
Yeah, he's literally just a fucking quirks man. Literally in the freaking quirks.
Explaining your technique to make it stronger, good, and universe justification for everyone just.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I meant. Like, it's a good in-universe, in-story, or like in-universe justification for why everyone explains what they're doing. You know? Because like in a lot of shonen, there's like yap about like what their freaking special power is. Like, why are they yapping, man? Why are you yapping? But in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's because like that
also
pact.
Flex their powers by just keeping quiet about it.
Yeah. Bow. Man, Todo's power was cool in Jujutsu Kaisen. Fucking clap. That shit's cool. Cool AF. It goes clap.
Teleportation power done absolute justice.
Man's clapping no more.
Yeah. No, but like the freaking episode where he shows up, there's the clap, there's like the freaking slowdown. It's like he starts to fucking monologue about some fucking monastery bells. The music goes That was a feels strong man moment in the series. Feels strong man. It's Todo. He's here.
Forgot his strongest technique, idle delusion.
Idle delusion. Yeah, it's his brain calculating the 50,000 IQ.
VRChat first introduction is literally are you us or it's man.
Literally is. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen was cool. But next season, next season's probably gonna be like next year or something, like 2025. At least we'll get Konosuba. Konosuba continuation. Bow, bow, bow.
When was it continuing? Feels
April. April is Konosuba. So like spring season. Spring. And it feels like the winter is kind of like there's a lot of like ecchi anime. There's a lot of comedy anime. There's like not really not really many like known names, I guess, or like series that I'm like hyped to see. Bam bam. Who knows? Who knows?
Has Ossan seen the video song Tene Tene?
Tene Tene? No. I have not.
Couple of manga adaptations that I read and am interested to watch. But much less interesting title standard season. This season was back.
Yeah. 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 I guess there's not gonna be like 2 packed seasons in a row. That's fine. What do you mean, ew? Huh?
The song Tene Tene is about the daily grind of people in modern times. I want the opening song to become a perpetual meme every time a sad scene happens in anime. It's
You are my special. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. You are my special. What do you mean, ew? Huh? What do you mean watching without audio, huh? Huh?
He fucking broke to the category shooting the apple meme pepperoni.
That was a good one. That's fucking solid. Oh man.
the apple was special.
Man. You know, like, after watching season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, I got like, I don't know, man. I like rewatched some of season 1, and like, there's like, so many things like hint at like the stuff that happens in season 2 that I was kind of like impressed, like how like, how much continuity there is in the whole series. Like, everything, man. It's like all linking together. Which is fucking rare for a shonen, that like 2 seasons link that well together.
Season 2 makes me feel empty because it's gonna be a while before we get weekly hype like that again.
Yeah. It's rare, man, to get like get that much like continuity and like, you know, stuff in series. Shit's rare, yo. Man, I'm just like standing around here. Goddamn. Goddamn. Bow, bow. I don't know. I don't know, man. It is gonna be a while until there's like a as hype of a season.
Do you think Jujutsu is gonna win Anime of the Year purely off of hype, or are we gonna get a sleeper? Ossan, have
Sleeper
you seen the
win?
worst anime made called Kingdom of Ruin?
The worst. Man, that shit was kinda bad. That shit was kinda bad, yeah. It was pretty bad.
Frieren seems like a good candidate.
Yeah, Anime of the Year is either Jujutsu Kaisen or Frieren.
I am gonna use writing magic tilde.
Oh man. Yeah, that shit was kinda bad, man. Holy fuck.
Gets punched.
I don't know. I thought that maybe it could be interesting, but like
also airing and nobody's talking about it.
I thought like Kinder Friend could have been cool. Man, it wasn't really that cool. It was kinda meh.
It was interesting from the start, Ossan.
The start was interesting, I guess. I feel like it was kind of like underutilized. Bow, bow. But it also made me think that like there's like a unique item in PoE that kind of.
Kingdom of Ruin was literally the Ow the Edge meme.
I was thinking that there's a unique item in PoE that kind of looks like the quill, and I was like thinking like, man, they're like some PoE dev or like some like fan of this series, like did they add that unique to the game? This is what's called a poet's pen. Doesn't the icon for that kind of look like that? Yeah.
Just Aquil.
Nah, it had like less armoring. That was what I was thinking, man. Like, isn't this like Poet's Pen from PoE? This is Poet's Pen from PoE, man. Now I remember the Poet's Pen having like more armoring, being more like similar to like that quill. But I guess they're just both just quills. Yeah, man.
Have cast on rage.
Cast on rage. It was like it was pretty bad. It's not like the worst I've seen, but it was pretty bad, man. It was like pretty. It's like there. It is there on like the bad list. Bam, bam, bam.
Main villain of the first episode got killed off in like the second.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy that Unlucky still keeps clapping.
Undead Unlock.
And every female character just
Yeah, Undead Unlock is like surprisingly good, man. Undead Unlock, surprisingly good, man. Bow, bow. Yeah, the freaking Japanese author female characters are just like an item to be used for like shock value like that.
Based on last episode's ending.
I haven't watched the last episode of Undead Unlock now that I think of it. I got some anime to watch after the sauna today. Gonna watch Dungeon Meshi. Maybe I'll like heat up a sausage. I just spat out my freaking throat candy. It's on the fucking carpet now. What the fuck? How did that happen?
VTFF.
Yeah, I had a throat candy in my mouth because I feel like I had something in my throat, and I just spat it out somehow. I don't know how, but I just spat it out. So that just happened. Guys, you better take a look at this. Points at the floor. There's a sticky candy on the floor. I don't see my CPU. Bow, bow. There we go. My frame timings are kind of bad. I wonder what's up with that.
If I had a penny for every isekai where the guy has a smartphone, I'll have 2 pennies.
It's curious that has happened twice now. Oh man, there's some like power fantasy slop isekai to go through, man. Holy. Bow, bow.
We all have Sao to blame.
Fucking Kirito, man. He gains the ability to wield 2 swords. No one else can have 2 swords at the same time, because otherwise he wouldn't be special. Oh man. Oh man, oh man.
Gun Gale Online 2 is gonna be good, lol.
Gun Gale Online 2? You know, honestly, the Gun Gale stuff in Sword Art Online was good. I'm not ashamed to say that. The Gun Gale stuff was good in Sword Art Online. That is like the one good Sword Art Online. And apparently like I remember reading that that's because like Gun Gale like was originally a fan work. It wasn't written by the Sword Art Online author, but it was like so popular that they adapted it into the series itself.
Lightsaber scene was cool.
That's what I remember reading. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Sao is apparently better now after they replaced the heroine with another male protagonist.
Oh, the freaking Alicization. I was watching that, but like, I got up to the part in the series where like, all the like Sword Art Online heroines like join the freaking virtual world and then they're like super OP for some reason. And I was like, yeah, man, okay.
Sao first season was extremely pog. My first anime second season is shit though.
Well, man, I can't fault you because I also watched Sword Art Online back when it came out. And I was like, hey, man, that's kind of cool. I guess it was like unique, man. I guess it was like unique, like the VR, getting stuck in the VR world and shit. What was the second season? Was that like the elf shit? The Gun Gale stuff was cool. I like the Gun Gale stuff.
I think so. You know what's even cooler? Take this hollow purple.
What the fuck, man? You and your hollow purples, man. You can't cast that. That's a protected trade secret.
Have you played the finals? You can flashbang people all day.
The finals? No. But yeah, I like the Gun Gale stuff, man.
Yeah, fairies and stuff.
Yeah, the fairies and stuff, that shit was not good. That shit was not good, man. Ooh, that was not good. Ooh, man, that wasn't good. Gun Gale stuff was good.
Is a good game, but plagued by cheaters currently.
It's because Kirito has PTSD in Gun Gale, man. He has like some character instead of just being like the blank anime boy. So yeah, maybe if they do continue.
Just wait till the manga. My dad is the YouTubers becomes an anime tilde.
Maybe if they do continue on like the Gun Gale style, it's gonna be good. People always complain about the aim assist, man. Oh, the pink girl side story. She talks to her P90 for some reason. She has psychosis. She has VR game psychosis or something. Yeah.
D.
Yeah. Kicks the child, pulls the ear, smacks him. Abuse is happening.
P90 sucks. Scuffed MP5 always. Or is it top love?
Clearly you don't know about the superior cartridge of the P90. The bullet that is meant to pierce through all types of body armor. Superior penetration when compared to any small submachine gun or PDW, you might say. Smirk. Psychosis. Immersion powder. Man, fucking immerse me in virtual reality, man. I'll go outside to like do work and earn money and eat, and then I'll just be immersed in like the bathtub or something with a headset on forever. Yeah, man. I'm gonna collect enough money so that I don't have to work anymore, ever, and then I'll just like, then I will just like immerse myself.
And earn even more money?
I don't know, man. Maybe, motherfucker. I'll just immerse myself.
Don't worry, that's what Mark Zuckerberg wants you to do.
Hell yeah. Well, I don't want to go into the metaverse, man. I don't want to go in the metaverse. Zuckerberg. You know, I was looking through like the Epstein logs, and I think there was like a Zuckerberg on like the list, but it's the same Zuckerberg. Probably not. That lad isn't old enough. How old is Mark Zuckerberg? He's like 40 or something, right? Wait, he's not that young. He's like 50. Right? Wait, now I'm curious. How old is Mark Zuckerberg?
IDK. Google it.
He is very young. Bro, he is so young.
How old is he? 39. Yeah. Mark's 39, man. God damn. That is actually very young when you think about it. That is very young. But yeah, I guess like he did make Facebook when he was like in
the first cyborg.
They didn't make Facebook when he was like in college or something, right? Or whatever it's called over there across the sea.
At Frosan AVR Ossan, how's the cute animal doing today?
Hey, I'm being driven insane by the tram line going outside. It is robbing me of my night's sleep. I'm
the boy of young businessman.
I'm becoming psychotic.
He was an actual self-made billionaire, so good on him, and even practiced jujitsu too.
Yeah, man. Yet Elon Musk believes he can take Mark in a fucking fist fight.
Don't know if his medals are paid or not.
That's fucking crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. Elon Musk thinks he can beat Mark Zuckerberg in a fight. Jesus Christ, man. How? How, man?
Both are built like metahumans.
Dude is like 120 kV.
He can if he learns jujutsu instead of jujitsu.
KG.
Get insulation strips for your door frames and windows.
I don't think it's
Reduces
that.
sound a lot.
Yeah, but I think it's like
Mark
more of a
actually knows how to
vibration
heckle a
problem.
rifle. No, VR Osan, I think you were just being a Nightwalker guy.
What the?
So I dunno. Superior mass.
Yeah, I guess like Elon Musk, all he needs to do is like fall on top of Mark. Like, you know, just use the body mass, like a boulder. The boulder style, yeah. That's what it should be called. He just needs to utilize the boulder style. And then like Mark stands no chance. You can't win against boulder, man. Yeah. Curl up and roll around the arena. Eventually we'll hit them.
Mark has the firepower.
I do not sleepwalk. Yes. Oh man. You know that picture of like Elon Musk on a yacht and like he's like massive. He's got like the barrel chest. Apparently he really hates that picture and wants it off Twitter. Do you think Elon is mad that no one calls Twitter X and instead they keep calling it Twitter? Do you think his ego is bruised? I've been lifting weights, man. They're not skinny. And you're like,
Absolutely.
can't you see? It is guns. Ugh. Yeah, I've been lifting weights. What's up?
It was a bad name, I think.
XCOM, yeah. It
Whoever
was.
thinks
It's a very bad name.
Because saying X out loud makes people look. I dunno, probably Elon is just forced by his investors.
I don't know, man. Apparently he also wanted PayPal to be called
Twitter
X.
is a stupid decision to me. That's to me, though man shrugging light skin tone. They should make a new Twitter.
Back
since
with
it's called
PayPal,
X now,
he
they
also
just
wanted
call
to call it
Twitter.
X. But then people said that he's stupid for wanting to call something X.
What? No, PayPal should be PayPal.
Yeah, back when he was like a part of the PayPal thing. He, like back when PayPal was like in its infancy.
Elon's own decision, the 44 billion acquisition though was forced.
Yeah, the acquisition was forced. He was gonna
Twitter
back
has
out of
lost
the deal.
71% of its value since Elon obtained it.
He was gonna like back out of the deal. I think like that is like I think people like misread that thing though, because Twitter's value is based on advertisers, right? Advertisers will literally
I got an
do
awkward joke. You wanna hear it?
anything, man. Anytime there's a chance for advertisers to reduce the amount they pay for advertisements, they will take that. You know, back when YouTube had the adpocalypse, that wasn't advertisers actually caring about like anything. They were just like, oh, this is a chance to like reduce the amount that we pay for ads. And that's why like YouTube's revenue went giga down. Because there's a chance to pay less for ads. They can leverage in negotiations, so they do that. It's same with Twitter, like there isn't actually, nothing has changed with Twitter. There's like more fucking bots now, but that's because of ChatGPT. ChatGPT has made Twitter shit. Not necessarily Elon's acquisition. There hasn't been like any raise in like hate speech or anything. Like it's just advertisers are like leveraging an opportunity to reduce their own costs. It's a massive opportunity. Like the optics for it are insanely good.
When was the apocalypse again? Was that before or after the bridge incident?
That was like when was that? No, it was like before the bridge.
Yes, I know.
It was before the bridge, right? Man, I remember watching like these YouTube documentaries about that shit. It was like one dude who was like really mad that he wasn't making it as a YouTuber, and then he like just went on a freaking crusade and like spammed all the advertisers until like they started to like leverage it against YouTube.
Twitter is a leis bem gigachite.
Glad to know how historically significant it was that we just know what it is calling at the bridge.
Bridge.
But TBH having domain X is wildest shit.
I mean, yeah, having domain called like just X is like pretty cool. But like calling your product X, man, I don't know, man. Like
That was my Yo Mama attempt. Needs some work.
X my mom. What? What the? Yeah, that was a miss. That was a miss.
Usually, when you have X in your website's name, it's something you don't want parents to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. What was I saying? But yeah, Elon like totally got like forced into acquisition. He did not want to buy Twitter. He was just like gathering like the meme points because that's what he does. He doesn't actually like optics is what matters to
Why
Elon
do
Musk.
they care what it's called? It's like they take the position of shareholders.
How did it work though? Was it a lawsuit or something?
Yeah, they did sue him. He did get sued. Until he had to like accept, or he was going to get sued. Didn't it go to the courts and like the preliminary decision was that like he is now forced to follow through with it because he made like official offers for it? Zombie. It was a lawsuit, right? I'm not misremembering that, right?
And would rather pay up than lawyer up. H-U-D-D-I-E-A.
No, because like there was no way for him to like lawyer up out of it. Yeah, he could have.
That is stupid.
Yeah, we could have, but think about it this way. If he just paid like the bill for it, then like online he would be called pussy all the time. He would be called a pussy bitch by everyone. And you know, for a person who like only cares about how they look, like that is the only thing that matters. How do I look? You cannot take the L's. There is not a there. Yeah, but like he doesn't want to hold the L. If he doesn't buy Twitter, he has to hold that L forever.
Losing the seat would be a massive
Oh Jesus. Yeah, exactly. No L's allowed.
Average acquisition negotiation. You don't know what's so special about backing out and bluffing devs.
Plus, was Elon being everyone to space or something like that?
I gotta clear my throat
Domain
again.
expansion. Unlimited L.
Unlimited L's. But that would mean that your technique is like giving someone an L. Is that your fucking jujutsu technique? You make people hold L's?
SpaceX, I meant.
But I think like Elon would have backed out of the Twitter deal if he wasn't like sued over it. But because he got sued, he was forced to buy it.
She'll give them so much L they get crushed under the weight of their own cringe.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
But when Bill Gates goes to the island, he gets a pass back.
Did he go to Epstein Island? Oh no. Oh no. No, it's different when you're talking about stocks. So you can't just it becomes like stock manipulation, right? You can't just like make a public offer, being like, "Hey, I'm going to buy your company for this and this much," and I'm being like, "Hey, I have the money for it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Here I go," because that will cause.
Ossan, do the Nico knee with those arms of yours.
I don't know how it goes. Because like you affect the stock price, you know. You affect the stock price of something, so you can't just like do that. You're not allowed to do that. Market manipulation, you know, or something like. There's probably a different name for it, but. I'm not a legal expert. All I just know is it's illegal to make like a proper offer to buy something and then just like back out of it without like any agreement.
But richer or elite already do that. Market manipulation.
Not really. Well, maybe if they don't get caught from it, but like I don't know.
Maybe Bill Gates only got invited to the island because the local computers got a software error, or... At KaiUB, it's fine if it isn't you doing it.
Oh man.
I mean, Elon did it with Bitcoin.
Oh, you mean Dogecoin? Yeah, he does that shit too because of like the I don't know, the optics of it. I think he just like enjoys. Yeah.
No Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, really? I don't think you can. I don't know, maybe.
Nico is the question.
Oh, Stoltendo, the famous Nico knee. Well, whether to Nico knee or not is a personal choice. Some may find it enjoyable, while others may not.
True.
Let's embrace our own quirks and have fun.
I'm not a sock.
Bites
I'm not a sock.
Ears. Man, if we all had a time machine, I'm sure we're all going a decade back to buy as much Bitcoins as... His company used to accept Bitcoin as a transaction, and once he changed his mind, dropped the price.
Oh yeah, he did do that. Causing Bitcoin to plummet, like, but he also had like a bunch of Bitcoin, right? Did he sell the Bitcoin before he like announced that shit? I think he may have done that. Now that you mention it, yeah, that may have happened. Yeah, was it like that he bought a bunch of Bitcoin, then they announced that they're gonna start using Bitcoin, causing the price to go up, then they sold the Bitcoin and said that they're actually not gonna do that. And the price plummeted. Yeah, Bitcoin is a shit for like a currency to use because of like how long the transaction times are.
Bitcoins are old-fashioned retro video game cartridges are where it's at.
Yeah.
Everyone was buying Bitcoin, countries billionaires bitches with no money. Everyone.
Yeah, because people saw like oh my god, Bitcoin was like
very interesting
1
fox
cent,
parrot
like
and bird look like
a
creatures
tenth
from
of a
VRChat,
cent, and
just
now
saying.
it's worth 40,000. If I had bought Bitcoin back when it was worth 1 cent, I would be a billionaire now. Like, yeah, man. If you knew what the stocks would be tomorrow, you would also be a billionaire. If you knew what the lottery numbers were, you would also be a millionaire.
Yeah, but if everyone bought Bitcoin back, then nobody would be millionaires.
Yeah.
We would be millionaire if we got Ossan NFT despite.
Ossan NFT. Yeah, that shit would go to the moon instantly. It's like whoosh. Whoosh.
Well, that's why insider trading is a thing, and why it's quite illegal.
Yeah.
Rasa coin?
It happens with crypto because there's no regulation. I still think that like yeah. Yeah, because like
Wait, are those your kids?
Bitcoins are like technically they're not a currency, they're not like a security, so they don't fall under either, so there's like no real regulation, which is why you have like all the crypto rug pulls and shit. That's literally why, because there's like no laws. Technically it's not illegal to make a shitcoin, hype up a shitcoin, and then pull out, like steal everyone's money. Technically that's not illegal. It's morally wrong. It's not technically illegal. As soon as like there's regulation,
idle transfiguration.
idle transfigures your bored ape. As soon as there's regulation.
The part about crypto is how they are rediscovering financial regulation and why.
Yeah, like my most recent like Peppa laugh about crypto is how they discovered banks again, man. They have discovered like centralized financial institutes with like the staking. That's what it's called. They have rediscovered centralizing finance through staking crypto, and they're like, yeah, staking will change everything. Like, yeah, you made banks. Congratulations, you have made the fucking central bank of crypto. Like,
investing in crypto isn't necessarily dumb. Investing all of your money in crypto, however.
Oh man.
Crypto should have been decentralized, but no.
Yeah, man. Like, staking is like everything but decentralized finance, man. Like, oh, man. I bet like the creator of Bitcoin is like spinning at the bottom of the Mariana Trench where he's like buried. Because of like crypto bros like rediscovering centralized finance.
Isn't Monero decentralized? I don't mind them creating an entire financial system from the ground up.
Monero?
This
I don't
shit
know.
is kind of.
I mean, yeah, it's whatever, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. But I still think that like as soon as there's like more regulation for digital currencies, like a lot of cryptos are just gonna disappear. Because like all of a sudden it's gonna be equivalent to pulling a securities fraud. Like right now they have the cases for the FTX and like these large crypto exchanges that are gonna be like landmark cases for crypto securities fraud. And once those like get the convictions, it's gonna get applied to a lot of like other crypto rug pulls and similar shit. Yeah. And yeah, honestly I think everyone who like scammed either their fan base or like other people through like a crypto rug pull, they should go to jail. They should have to pay a massive fucking fine and go to jail. That's what I think, man. But I guess it can't happen because you can't like retroactively make something illegal and then like punish people for it. I don't think that's how it works. And I guess technically rug pulls aren't illegal, so. Crypto is one motherfucker. I have a bunch of shit coins. I wonder how they're doing. I should maybe check them. I have a bunch of shitcoins because back in Japan, I was heating my apartment by mining crypto.
Ossan, What do you mean Unity
Yeah.
retroactively charged every developer per download? Hey Ossan,
But they didn't. But they didn't do it.
you should check your shitcoin wallet.
Also, they were never gonna retroactively charge everyone. People just like suck at reading, honestly.
You may have been rug pulled. Pepper.
People just suck at reading. They were never gonna retroactively charge. They were retroactively going to calculate the limit at which you're gonna be
Well, I
charged.
have some SHT coins from an NFT game that I acquired assets for free. But my monkeys, surely they are going to price them.
Yeah, if you just like hold them, like, you know, you don't get a loss until you sell, right? Like, surely it's gonna price up, right? The monkey, the Bored Ape Man. I may have been rug pulled. Yeah, I'll be devastated.
Yeah, they changed their minds, but the damage was done and people started leaving.
I don't think so. I think like most people who like got
Fear was some more backstory to it though.
a lot of people who like were drumming up like the Leave Unity shit. Well, first of all, a lot of them were not even game devs. They may have been like game devs who would have never been affected by the change
I
anyway.
got it for free.
And then
so
there's
even
like
if a
people
root
who
ball
like
happens, I
have
wouldn't be
vested
affected.
interest in another engine. That's what I think, man. That's what I think.
Alternate free engines are now getting free advertisements from that shit.
Not anymore, really. Most I've seen is like people talking about how shit Godot is. It's not like Unreal Engine is any better with like the fees. I don't know, man. But like their original plan was
Yeah,
dog
because
shit.
more people suddenly started using it. Godot is fine for 2D games.
The original plan from Unity was like hot dog shit. The revised version is better, but
never for 3D. Fine for 3D too, look at Cruelty Squad. Very
yeah, I'm sure Cruelty Squad is like the key example. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was heating my apartment by like mining shitcoins, man. I like the peak of the crypto thing, like I think the shitcoins were worth like $300 or something. But I couldn't sell them, because like foreigners aren't allowed to sell crypto in Japan. You're not fucking allowed to sell it. I was like fucking researching how do I actually get my money out of this shit. And it's like, oh, you can like, you know, you can contact someone from Craigslist and you can like, you can agree for a meeting and you like exchange the USB with like the crypto code and you get the money. I'm like, man, how am I gonna do some fucking shady back alley deal? I got fucking stabbed. You got the goods, yeah. You got the money, yeah. You're not allowed to make an account on a crypto exchange that will like allow you to exchange your crypto for Japanese yen.
I have actually looked into Godot some years ago. The engine looked fine. About as raw as you would.
Except an in-dev open source-ish engine to be. I mean, yeah, it's an open source engine. Ultimately, I don't think like it's gonna have like a longer future. Open source projects are like reliant on goodwill of people and like, you know, there isn't a lot of goodwill to go around. I don't know, man. But what I would expect with like Godot is like maybe some people will use it as like a baseline and they will write their own engine on top of it, but like what's like your incentive to merge those changes into like the base Godot? Basically nothing, right? Basically there's no incentive.
That is what is happening, Ossan.
You basically gain nothing. So why would you do that? Why would if like a game dev company picks Godot? Like sure they probably have like the dev power to fix a bunch of things. But why would they merge it back to like the open source branch? If they like spend dev money on it, like why? They probably wouldn't do that.
Not necessarily goodwill, just ability to notice bullshit that some asshole might try to sneak in.
Yeah, that shit as well. Someone might just like sneak in a fucking malware into the engine. I don't know. Indies would? Yeah, I mean, I guess like sure, like some small studio might, but I don't know. I mean, ultimately, I guess it's good that there's more alternatives to like Unreal Engine and Unity. Bam, bam, bam. I don't know. Who knows? Who freaking knows, man? But it's still bizarre how like Unity pushed that fucking change through. That shit was fucking raw. And or like tried to push it through.
Straight up malware? Not a backdoor for some CSV server? I am almost certain that someone...
Already tried? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not really a developer, so...
Bites ears.
My ears. My ears.
TR always a backdoor.
But yeah, I don't know. I personally don't see like a open source open source project being like
hack web host of Blender.
I don't really see like an open source larger like game engine project or something. I don't really see it going anywhere.
How would you sneak shit in?
I mean, the same way you sneak shit into Wikipedia, right? Wikipedia is like reviewed by core contributors, and then you have like one of the core contributors is like adding posts about mommy milkies everywhere for like decades. And then they go rogue. I don't know, man. But like the problem that I see with that is that like even if like it kind of relies on people just like adding the changes in there, and like it might work for like smaller devs, but like in the long term, especially like if bigger projects use it, I don't really see them like contributing to a community effort like that. You know? Ultimately, I think people do something if they gain something from it, and like, what's like the gain? Who knows? But maybe it does go somewhere.
Open source is still more secure, though closed source just means that you can't find a backdoor
as easily.
I do not fully trust Linux.
Don't trust Linux? What did Linux do to you, man? Fucking penguin.
That said, you can sneak bullshit into anywhere with enough skill. Yeah, I would agree with open source.
I don't know, recently like the whole like open source has been like it feels like a buzzword to me. Like I feel like people just throw around open source as if it's like the magical thing that will make all software better. And just because it's like thrown around so much, it makes me think like it's probably not true. Like open source this, open source that. Like, what does it benefit to have the source open? What does it benefit? Like what is like the largest benefit of open source?
For people who cannot afford.
So just free?
Considering that companies have been using the term incorrectly for the past couple years, it kind.
Kinda is a buzzword now?
Not everyone can afford things, Ossan.
Yeah, so just like free.
Look at Adobe. The problem with open source is that nobody fucking finances it.
I mean, yeah, if the shit is like
Open source,
free.
I talk of software that has its source code public.
Yeah, if it's like open source as in like free software.
Software.
Then I mean, I don't know, man. And yeah, it is true that not everyone can afford something like some piece of software, but like. Like Adobe has been like developing their shit for decades. So saying that, like, if you're saying something like, oh, Adobe should be open source, I mean, that's just like ridiculous. Like, why would the company, like, they've spent decades making the software, why would they just like make it free? That makes like no sense. Now having like an open source alternative to like Adobe, like, yeah, sure, man. Like, if someone wants to make it. And like having the source code visible just basically means that like it can be copied, right?
Someone else can make it. No, I mean they should make some lower cost offers too.
Yeah, I don't know, like instead of Photoshop you can use GIMP. That shit's free. There's Krita. You can draw on that. For like video editing, there's DaVinci. I mean, yeah, but it's free. And open source. It's free and open source. It's an alternative. I use GIMP. I don't want to pay for fucking Photoshop. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I don't know, man. I think like companies are free to charge for their software.
Ossan is a GIMP. Wouldn't want to pay a monthly cost personally.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to pay for monthly for Photoshop.
Photoshop, if you get what I'm saying. ARRR.
Yar. I mean, yeah, sure.
Open source can't pull the rug from under you.
I mean, that is true. That is true for like an open source project. Like if the company decides to like, but that's not like really open source either. That's like a company having owning a software that they're giving out for free, and then like changing the terms. That's not open source. But yeah, if it is open source, then like, yeah, sure, they can't pull the rug under you because you have like the source code, and you can just like have the old application for yourself. I don't know, man. I'm not really a software dev guy, so. But I feel like, from what I see, like open source is used as like a buzzword. And usually it just means that like people want to have shit for free.
Calling free software open source.
No fucking reason.
Declare that open source projects cannot have an incentive via donation and
Declared as not open source. Incentive via donation.
It's a buzzword and it is a good model.
Open source also means auditing in terms of confirming that security claims are true.
I fully agree that it is now a buzzword.
Yeah, I think it's just a buzzword, and I think people just say open source. What they really mean is that the software should be free. As in, like, you shouldn't have to pay for it. I feel like that's what people equate open source to.
Freeware.
Yeah, freeware. I don't think that's, like, true.
Freeware as tools.
But I don't know, why would anyone develop the tools if you can't charge for them? Like, imagine yourself as John Corporate. You own a software development company. Why would you ever make a tool if you can't charge for it? Like, what's the point? Are you just gonna like hope that someone like donates? This is capitalism.
There are plenty of free softwares.
Yeah, there are. There are. Plenty of free softwares.
Pretty much.
But a lot of them aren't like made as like a major thing. A lot of them like smaller projects that have
Probably
become
the best
like free
example are
softwares.
Yar websites. Linux kernels still exist, you know. And
Yeah.
active dev too.
Yeah, but yet Linux is still inferior. Linux is still inferior to Windows. Like
So they finance themselves
let's be
somehow.
real. Let's be real. Windows is just a better user experience. Like, because Windows has had
Sometimes some people just
the
care about
development
giving shit away
effort
for
in
no
it, right?
charge.
Like Mac is still, the Mac OS is still better than Linux.
Linux literally runs the world.
Yeah, I don't care about like the servers running Linux. I like talking about
Or
like
they have
my
other ways of
PC,
getting profits.
right? I'm talking about like general OS. Not like probably a lot of server runs on Linux.
Linux has been immensely pivotal in software development.
I'm sure it has, but does it have the user experience of the streamlined Windows 11 that shoves Bing up my ass all the time? No, it does not.
It can.
You only
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
do
I'm sure it
because of
can
open
if I
source
fucking make it
evidence.
myself. But do I look like a freaking software developer, mans? I'm sure I could make fucking Photoshop if I dedicated like years of my life to make it myself. Or do I look like...
You forget that there is a massive company working on a Linux-based OS now.
Yeah, do you think they're gonna like distribute it free of charge? Do you think it's gonna be free after they've developed it? Probably not. They're probably gonna charge for it. Right?
Is free pepperoni.
No, it is not.
It is.
It's not free.
Modding tools are probably one of the prime examples of people just making shit for free.
This doesn't fit into my capitalistic worldview.
Seuss, I think.
This does not fit into my capitalistic worldview. What is this? The planned economy of operating systems? I'm minged, man. I am minged by this. Right?
Capitalist SH Mapitalist.
This has left me minged.
No brain.
I don't know. But I don't think like I don't know. I feel like open source is a buzzword. And like I think like if companies spend time and money on developing a software, I think they should be allowed to charge for it. Yeah, but can you run Fortnite on it? Bet you can't. That's right. I think I tried Linux at one point, and I didn't really grasp it. I think I tried it at one point. Yeah, I remember trying it.
Everyone's allowed to charge
Oh, it's
for
fucking
anything.
Ubuntu? That was it, right? Yeah.
Software is dogshit licenses.
I mean, licensing is like
Look at Twitch subs.
it should be like if you buy the software, then you like own it. That's how it should be. Like software as a service, I feel like is a little bit questionable.
Limited time to use with cut features.
Yeah, that's software as a service, right? SaaS. Because you like license the software.
That's what I am talking about too.
Like licensing, sure, you can talk about that. But I think like that depends on the type of software. Like there are certain softwares that are probably like I don't know, if it's like some server shit or something like that, that should probably be like software as a service, like some database stuff.
Even work with everyone like you simply cannot have under 500% self-hosted.
Atlassian stuff. Yeah, licensing, sure. Like licensing, you can talk about this.
Have permanent license with caveats. Yeah, but the thing we are seeing now is when the company goes under, and now that program you work
Using is locked out. Yeah, that's like a problem with licensing, right? When you have like software as a service, like the company goes under, like you were reliant on the software, boom, all of a sudden you don't have like the license anymore, and the software is just like bricked. Like you should own like the software that you buy, but usually like licenses are between companies. But I guess like with Adobe, they also have like the licenses.
Users don't really have to buy it, but companies are kinda
obligated to pay for it. Yeah. It's crazy how like it's crazy how big WinRAR is, right? That shit's crazy. Some dude just makes a fucking compression thing.
WinRAR GigaChat.
Some dude just makes a compression thing, and then it's literally used everywhere, forever.
Have you paid for WinRAR?
I have not paid for WinRAR.
It's between heaven and hell.
I have not paid for WinRAR. No purse, nor have I paid for OBS. Which is also open source, by the way. Yeah. We're doing a little bit of hypocrisy. We're doing a little hypocrisy.
There's a reason why WinRAR has an unlimited free trial. It's there for the companies, I think. Wait, people pay for OBS?
OBS is like open source stuff. You can make a donation for it. It has like a donation thing. I think it's like under the help of like OBS. There's like a please donate. Yeah, here I'm just like I'm abusing open software, you know, while questioning the existence of open software. I don't know, man. This is like a topic that I haven't really thought about that much. So all I have is like my surface level thoughts. And like my surface level thought is that
and that's CBS for a reason.
my surface level thought on it is that I feel like open source is being used as a buzzword, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct in that, and I haven't really thought about open source further than that.
I remember
These are like my unfiltered thoughts on it, man. Probably not the best takes, man. Who knows? Software licenses are fucked. That's like a conclusion. That's like a conclusion that I can draw from this, is that software licensing is kind of like weird.
Right.
Open source is really good model, and it's being used for promoting. Yeah. I don't know. It works for some things, but I don't think it's like I don't think it's the universal be-all, end-all of software is to like just have everything be open source. It works for some things.
This aspect of open software is also securing its lifeline. If one them abandons it, it can be.
Continue more certain they're also mainly started as hobby or fun thing to do by a private person. That's what I think. Like that's also what I think when I hear open source. It's like a hobby project that is just like started by one person.
Would be ideal end for everything, but understandable that not everyone wants it.
Carrot.
Yeah, but I don't think like it's gonna be ideal because I don't know. I like end up thinking of it as like a corporation standpoint, right? Like a company developing things. Like I don't. You probably wouldn't want to develop open source things. because like then you kind of like relinquish
Many people maintain open source
control
to it
over
just
your
because they
product,
can.
right? You kind of give up control over your product by developing open source, right?
Rotted corpa mindset, Pepe laughing.
Maybe it is, man. Maybe it is. Look, man, I'm the devil's advocate here, you know? Honestly, why devil's advocate, like why would you, as a software development company, like you're starting a company to develop software, like why would your number one choice be to go open source other than to like try to capitalize on like the buzzword and hypeness of open source? Like what would be like the long-term benefit?
No, you can't force the main dev to merge changes into the main fork.
Would be like the
Focus open
main
source their stuff too, because some just provide services related to the project there.
Hmm.
There are always pros and cons that need to be looked at.
Yeah, maybe the
They can just tell
mindset
you to
that
fuck
like
off if they don't like the changes you made.
maybe the yeah, but like, you know, when your project is like open source, maybe I'm like
You
thinking of
receive
like
hype and free
like weird
contributions.
again. Yeah, you do. But then that's like you're like sacrificing some of like the control for marketing gains. For licensing, yeah, like for licensed software that are like important
Ossan, just
for
gonna ask, how much VRAM do you use for VTubing?
VRAM.
Do you have some ideas?
For VTubing, I think for VTubing it uses like 2 gigabytes or
Market
something of
this
VRAM.
Ossan.
I think it's like 2 gigabytes or something for like the VTubing part. Like 1.5. It's because I run like 3 different applications and they all take like a little bit of VRAM. I think it's like 1.5 or something. Which is why I kept running into problems with like modern games when I was using that 2080, because 2080 only has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. It runs out of VRAM, and like a lot of modern games are like just VRAM hogs because of how modern consoles are made. And it's just like makes the experience dog shit when you don't have enough VRAM. Man, I don't know about open source, man. My conclusion right now is like that open source is not like some magical bullet that will solve all software forever. It works really well for some projects, but like I don't think it's like for everything. But I don't know. I'm not like a development person, nor have I really thought about open source or like looked into what are like the benefits of open source. All I know is like the buzzword value of it, like open source equals free, and everyone's talking about open source. But somehow I equate like it to just like people wanting free shit.
Of course it fucking isn't Pepe laughing, it's just a term used to describe software with publicly.
Yeah, but like in my mind I equate it like people saying that like, oh, Photoshop should be open source. I equate it to
Well,
like
it used to
people
be before the
I
Mac.
equate it to like people saying that I don't want to pay for Photoshop. That's like what I like kind of subconsciously equate it to. At which point I'm like, well, what the fuck, like make your own Photoshop then. If you don't want to pay for Photoshop, like just use an alternative or like make your own Photoshop.
They can use GIMP.
Yeah, you can use GIMP. GIMP's open source. GIMP's free. But yeah, that's what I think, like people being like, oh, Adobe shouldn't have licensing. Adobe should be open source. What I think is like it translates into I don't want to pay for like Photoshop. I just want to be able to download it.
For example, there's a company that provides ready-made servers and all their software is open.
So they charge for the physical stuff and complete out-of-box work, and their clients are sure the company goes under, service won't die. Yeah, for shit like that, it's good, right? Because then you're not reliant on like some shitty-ass software as a service model. Software as a service models, like where you have like the licensing stuff. Yeah, there is problematic, right? But again, like the companies who do that might want to like keep offering the software as service because it like solidifies their own freaking market position, and like it like the fucking rent-seeking mentality, right? Like you collect enough rent. Your thoughts are probably different on this if you like work a lot more with licensed software.
The FK they want with their product within the law and up to consumer market too.
Figure out if you're gonna pay for Adobe. Yeah, I don't want to pay for Photoshop, so I use GIMP. I use GIMP because I don't want to pay for Photoshop. But I don't think that Photoshop should be open source. I think it's great that there is GIMP that is open source and free. But I don't think like Photoshop should be open source and free. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking software as a service, man. The ultimate to rent seeking, man. Something as a service.
I just think if people want to open source Photoshop, just make it.
I mean, yeah, that's why GIMP exists, right? That's why GIMP exists. People wanted to open source Photoshop. So there's GIMP.
I don't think anything Adobe should be open source. I think Adobe should get pushed out of the market. Open source has its own uses. That's it,
well,
pretty much.
That's a valid thought to have. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, yeah. Yeah, going from like my unfiltered thoughts on open source to like maybe slightly more filtered now is I think that open source is good, but it's not good for everything.
You don't even have to get GIMP, just program your own stuff and see if people enjoy it.
I mean, yeah, you can. Just like you can just make your own Photoshop and have it be open source. I mean, literally, you can literally destroy Adobe by just making Photoshop and then just having it be open source. Like Adobe will literally cease to exist. Because why would you pay for Photoshop if you can have like the open source Photoshop for free? I don't know. What I do know is that I want to go heat up the sauna. I'm gonna go into the sauna and I'm gonna think about open. I'm gonna go think about open source software, man. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go heat up the sauna and think about open source software, you know. But, you know, this is nice.
Agree that some software cannot really be sold as open source. I'm more interested how much Adobe
would lose if they had non-commercial licensing for open and donation as
open
addition.
Source is not magic. I still has to gather enough attention and participants, and it's usually
yeah. I kind of agree with like the licensing part. Like when you are, even as like a private individual, when you're forced to like pay for software as a service.
At Loyally Steed, they would die.
That's kind of shit, right? Like I can understand like for corporations, like maybe corporations would want software as a service for like continued support. But I think it should never be offered as like the main choice. It should be offered as like an addition, right? Like the licensing option should be an addition where like you can either buy like the current version or you can like license and then you will like just be paying it over time, but you'll get like more up-to-date support or something. And I'm thinking like for the existence of paid software, you know, licensing should be an option, not like the... It should be an option, not like the main thing. Yeah, for personal licenses, like for sure not, but like maybe they see like people would start abusing the personal licenses. I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. But hey, it's nice talking about my like raw thoughts about open source.
All comes from enterprise licenses.
Because it's something that I don't know everything about. Other than like the buzzword value, so you know. So these are nice talks, man. These are nice talks. But I want to go heat up the sauna. I want to go sit in the sauna and like enjoy the sauna, and like I don't know, maybe I'll watch some anime, take a shower, all that stuff.
That's how a lot of companies make money.
Having a nice talk at Philip's Pekosan.
He dips. Bro, my legs are tired from standing around for freaking almost 4 hours. Hello, Peter Griffin.
Have a nice sauna and see you tomorrow, Petteossa.
Yeah, it is a nice talk. This was a nice talk.
VT can't really do
But I want to go and what's up?
Watch anime in the sauna? Finns are crazy, I tell you.
What is up is that I'm gonna go heat up the sauna and I'm gonna go relax.
Just found her today randomly too.
Yeah,
How about
nice.
you think about this hollow purple?
We stop hollow purpling me. We do VRChat streams on Fridays. Sometimes we have nice talks. Sometimes we have cringe talks. It varies. It's a coin toss, honestly. It's a coin toss. But yeah, I'm gonna end here because I want to go heat up the sauna. My legs are tired from standing around.
It's always cringe.
What the fuck, man? Hollow purple. Psh. You obliterate. You vanish. Yeah, but yeah.
Thinking about open source in the sauna, you already sound like a developer.
Thanks for watching today. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow we're gonna have a shitposting day on Twitch. I'll try to have a video out for Sunday. I haven't really started it, so honestly, I might fuck up and not get like the video out on Sunday, but I'll try to get it ready. I'll try to get it out. I'll do my best on like Saturday and Sunday to get the video out. But yeah, have I ever played some FNAF? No.
Good luck.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best to get the YouTube video out on Sunday. Shitposting tomorrow on Twitch. And yeah, on Monday we'll play Dead Space with Mrs. On Tuesday, no stream because I'm taking my mom out for dinner. That's like the plans. That's like the plans for the following days. But yeah, I'm gonna go heat up the sauna. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Love you all. Hope you all have a good rest of Friday. I'll see you again tomorrow on Twitch. On YouTube, I'll be back on Monday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Love you all. Choo-choo. Skirt. Skirt, skirt.
Thanks for stream. Bye bye everyone.
Choo choo skakir skakir.